Hello, everybody. Welcome to SNKronize. Once again, with your hosts, OlafRedland, myself, and Kitty.
I'm just going to take that segue. So, you might have noticed that Kitty hasn't been around for a few weeks now.
Yeah.
She wants to. She likes being on the show. She likes hanging out, but she's been unable to.
Right.
Largely because, I don't know if you guys follow her on Twitter, but she has a butterfly sanctuary in her backyard.
Yeah.
And sometimes butterflies don't go through their metamorphosis properly, or sometimes weather happens, and sometimes they have damaged wings. Well, Kitty now has a rescue butterfly that she's been taking care of and is fully adopted. And, well, the poor little guy can't do anything or go anywhere, so now she has a pet butterfly that she's been taking care of.
Dude,
and that has, like, taken all of her time.
Adorable. Like, I didn't even know this was actually possible.
Yeah,
but,
people
like,
just see, like, oh, it's a butterfly, it's pretty, but it's an insect. Like,
right,
what's it gonna do? This thing has, like, a personality and is genuinely attached to Kitty. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, but I don't know if this video has it, but, like, she takes him out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll like, go to Starbucks.
Yeah, and it just sits on her because it can't fly, right?
Yeah. So this is Jonathan that we're gonna show you. She named him Jonathan.
Jonathan here. Oh yeah, here we go.
And so because he can't fly, sometimes what she'll do is she'll have him rest on her hand, and then she'll run around like the common area or the backyard to give him like the sensation of wind running through his hair, kind of thing. And just watch. So you can go into like full screen, I think.
Oh yeah, there we go.
There we go. So this is Kitty and Jonathan, and since Kitty doesn't live here, she actually lives like
quite a ways away,
hour and a half away from here. So she's been staying home to make sure that he's taken care of and gives him the best life she can.
Dude, this is like, I mean, if I was this butterfly, this is a better life than most butterflies can get. I mean, seriously.
Guaranteed 3 square a day, your safety, you don't have anything attacking, predators.
Kitty actually, like, plucks the flowers for the butterfly.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this thing. Dude, this is the life, man. But yeah, you can see, obviously, the wing grew a little odd on the left side
over there. It's, like, folded, never actually flattened out to be a functional wing. But, like, the thing is that he can't fly, but when he's in a good mood or when things are good or when he's having fun, you'll see him flutter.
Oh.
And he'll still kind of flutter them a little bit.
Right.
And yeah, no, he literally like is attached to Kitty. Like he knows like that's mom now kind of thing.
Doesn't she have one of those videos where she showed like taking him to the Starbucks and stuff like that?
I don't know if she does. I think she does. But like yeah, so her local Starbucks, she'll like put him on her shirt and kind of like wear him like a brooch.
Dude, it's so cute.
Brooch, however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
And so she walks in the first time and they're like, oh, that's a cute, oh my god, that's a real butterfly, isn't it? And so like everyone's saying hi, like every so often one of them will like try to pet it really gently.
Yeah, here we go. I think this is the one.
And like, if you go to Starbucks, you can get like a puppuccino.
Yeah,
they actually have like a whole...
Look at this. It just sits on her.
They're walking to the car, getting ready. It's like, oh, we're going on a trip? Okay.
Dude, look at this. It's just chilling there.
And so, like, you know how you get a puppuccino? They actually know about Kitty and the butterfly, so they have little cups of cane sugar they make sure to set aside for the butterfly. Like, in the same way as, like, the puppuccino. It's, like, ridiculous.
Like, it just chills on her, dude. What the... Like, this is, like, straight up Disney princess status. This is like Snow White.
Yeah, it's like if this wasn't actually happening and I told someone about this, they'd probably be like bullshit. But
right. I never knew, like I said, I never knew that a butterfly could get attached to a human, let alone be domesticated.
Have a whole personality and everything. So that's what Kitty's been up to.
I'm mad about that because I'm jealous. I want to have butterflies, and now I need to create a butterfly sanctuary. I swear, it's adorable. Oh man.
So anyways, Kitty sends her love and wishes she could be here more, but living things.
Buffy. Okay.
So,
all right.
So there's that. Let's see, I do have something else, but I'm going to hold off on that one, I think.
Okay.
So I think we can just dig into the silhouette.
So I know you got like some new toys and stuff, right? And you did. I don't see anything with you.
Yeah, I didn't bring anything up.
Okay.
No. No. Are you kidding me? Like, that last one is, like, going to be in, like, a humidor? Like,
yeah, I know, right?
Hermetically sealed? No. It's just one of those, like, I'm waiting until I can redecorate and put all the things in, like, a better case and, like, be ready to display. And then I'm just going to, like, do, like, a video or a stream just talking about, like, everything. Because a couple of those things are, like, over 20 years old, and I've been trying to get them since they came out.
Yeah.
You know? Right. So, let's talk about a little bit of an elephant in the room.
Which elephant? That guy right there? The Nathan that's sitting on the table over there? Or...
So we'll get it knocked out. Yes, this was a bit spoiled and leaked today. No, we are not going to discuss the spoil and leak.
I haven't seen the spoiler leak.
He's safe.
Nobody mention it in the chat. If you have modding abilities, if someone mentions it in the chat, feel free to...
This is a thermos.
Yeah, don't actually, like, ban them, but just zap them with the timeout or something like that, and that's all you need to do. I need to add some more mods in here.
Most people have been in here have actually been safe.
Yeah,
But yeah, so for those of us who have seen it, no talkie.
All right, we don't have any mods in here. So we got Drunken Banana in here, but I'm going to add one more mod. So I'm going to, here we go. I'm going to mod another person who's been in here forever, who's in all of my chats all the time, so...
Yeah, I mean, luckily Twitter's actually been pretty quiet about it for the most part. Like, I actually had to look to try to figure out what people were talking about.
I'm trying to see, did that work here? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so Infected Jazz is now a mod.
Wow!
Yeah, there are no spoilers.
Yeah,
what spoilers? What spoilers?
No
there
such creature.
Yeah, exactly.
So, with that being said, though, let's dig into this silhouette, because I feel like this is one of the best silhouettes in a while, because it's really hard to hammer out, like, who it is. Like, you know, when we saw Mai, we were all like, that's Mai.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like, we knew.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was convinced Luong was Luong.
Yeah.
But, you know, there were some people who raised some good arguments. This one's a little tricky.
You know what the craziest thing about this is? With my crying powers, yes. The crazy thing about this is that there are a shockingly high number of SNK girls who pose with their one arm up. You know what I mean? Like, it is pretty shocking how common this is a pose for SNK. Oops, that's the wrong one. For... oh, it's this one. There we go. SNK characters.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Someone, like the first person who posted that it looked like Laura from Street Fighter V, I was dying.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's offensively close.
I mean, to be honest with you, I think it would have been one. It would be sick that if it was Laura and that was their guest character, because she could combo her command grab. Yeah. She would be kind of crazy.
I've said for a long time, Laura is really just a KOF character secretly.
Right.
And especially because, like, I was telling you about it earlier, like, if you just want to talk about functions, she has, like, a lot of Mary's kit.
Yeah.
You know, she's got, like, a dodge and throw, she's got, like, a weird flipping overhead, she has an anti-air that's a capture state.
Right. But that's the only problem with that is there's no way that could be Laura, because if that's actually a boob, then it's way too small to be Laura.
Not to mention that KOF is a little bit less restrictive on those, so it's probably getting bigger.
Right, exactly. But, I mean, honestly, the number one guest has been Vanessa, right?
Because Vanessa is one of the most well-known characters for the one-arm up pose,
yeah.
You know?
My only question about that one is that, obviously, I feel like the hair is too poofy, right?
The thing is, 14's design. 14 made her hair a bit wavier and poofier.
Oh, yeah, okay. Because what I'm trying to get to right over here, let me actually get to the one on the web page over here so you can see my mouse actually.
So you can circle things.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
John
that might
Madden.
actually be the best way to do it from now on, just to be able to do this.
So you can John Madden it.
Right, so I can
So
John
look at this
Madden it.
region right here.
Yeah, exactly. Like this hair right here is too poofy for me, right? But the thing about it is, this looks like a collar to me, so I started thinking maybe it's Vice. But then again, the hair is too poofy for Vice.
The hair is way too poofy for Vice.
Yeah, so
there was definitely some time where I was like, what if it's actually Alice and she's actually like this, holding the brim of her hat?
yeah, that could be it. People have mentioned Janae.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people hoping for Janae, and I don't think it fits even if she does use that pose.
Right.
And again, I would also be super on board for it to be Janae.
But then there was like some really obscure characters that were being brought up, right? Like, what's her face from Art of Fighting
Lenny.
3? Lenny? Yeah, Lenny from Art of
I
Fighting.
thought that was a really cool guess, and that
Yeah.
definitely is one that's just like, whoa. Like, can you imagine? Like, that's a deep cut.
Right. Let's see if we can find Lenny. So this character here.
Yep. And, like, her hair is big and wavy enough.
And poofy enough, and she's got this little shoulder thing over here that could be
She
there.
totally would fit.
Right. And then, what was the other one? The Maximum Impact.
Oh, yeah. Lien. Lienne, I believe.
Oh, okay. Maximum Impact. Oops, did I spell it wrong? Oh, is it just Lien?
Oh, yeah, it is. It's just Lien.
Oh, okay.
Because the thing is, she has the LE whatever at the end. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
So so I was with Kitty when the silhouette came out, and we just sat down and looked at it. She's like, "Oh my god, that looks like it could be Lien." And I'm like, that actually could be, because like the little bob and weave, like the weaviness in the back of her hair.
Yeah, but some people are saying for the same reason that it couldn't be Laura, right?
Yeah.
So
And the chest isn't quite there. The thing
I
is,
mean,
though,
maybe
like, I would
maybe
love...
Leon and Laura are related or something.
Well, I mean, one of them has a personality.
Right, that's true. I mean, you could say that about Laura and anybody.
I mean, yeah. The thing is, like, I always felt that Viper was largely based on Lien. Because, like, some of, like, the way her moves work, and then, like, the secret agent, double agent kind of thing.
Okay. Alice, huh? So some people are saying Alice. I mean,
one of my first guesses was actually Najid as well.
Yeah, Najid could
Because
work.
she'd have, like, the pop collar, her bang, like, the bangs of her hair make that wavy pattern.
Right. I mean, the only thing about Alice is, like, I don't know, like, what is this then right here, right? This doesn't make any sense because...
Well, so I'm going with the jankiness of the silhouettes and getting, like, trims and sheets. Like, that could be a little bit of, like, lower hair spiking down and back.
Right.
And then they just kind of smoothed out the silhouette.
Right. That's fair.
I mean, I was hoping, like, Lien would be, like, super cool because then Max Impact's no longer off the table. And then I could start getting characters I'd really want.
Then we could get like a Theo and stuff.
Personally, I would hope for Xiaolon, and then we could have a Hizoku team.
Right, but see, here's the thing, right? Vanessa always has the
like 90% of the
elbows.
time.
I mean, like she likes to pose with elbows up like that, right? So,
and so one of the other things about both Vice and Mature is that they have to be on some sort of Orochi team, and we already have 2 to 3 teams right now. Like, that are revealed, so I just did not think there was any way that it was going to be them yet.
I mean, there's even pictures of Vice, though, with her shoulder, with her elbow up. Like, I mean, stuff like this, right? I mean, clearly, I mean, like, look at that. I mean, look at this, and then look at the silhouette.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like...
You can buy it.
This almost fits perfectly, I feel like. Like, you could practically just take this image as is, you know what I mean?
Oof.
Like...
Yeah, Dan's got a good point.
What did he say?
You got to be careful about some of these Google image searches because you might end up stumbling upon the leak.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's a good call. I'm just trying to, like...
I mean, Mary's Jump CD was always good, but I don't know if that's, like, a lot of why she's so good in 14. It's just, it's always a good tool. Like, almost every game I spam her jump CD because it's such a good-ass hitbox.
There it is. So, I mean, like... I swear if you just, like...
And yes, depending on some of the art. But I think he's smart enough to have safe search on right now, so it's no biggie.
Oh, for me, you
Yeah.
mean? Oh, I mean, I don't do anything crazy on this computer,
Yeah.
dude.
I just mean, I think if you have, like, Google Safe Search actually on, you're not going to accidentally stream things that you don't want people to see.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right. Not just for me, but for,
yeah, no.
you know, yeah.
You're too pure and innocent.
Nah. God damn it. I mean, look at this. Like, this just, like, fits, right?
Yeah, literally,
I mean,
you change the camera angle and you're done.
I don't have to do any work. Let me look at this. Look at this, man.
So yeah, like, it's totally, like, viable answer, but I just don't think that they would bring out an Orochi character when they have, 5 characters so far that aren't on a team yet?
Right.
Which can literally be 2 to 3 unsettled teams.
I mean, like I said, maybe they're just at a point right now where they're okay with just going haphazard all over the place.
Yeah, just, let's do K-Dash next week, whatever.
Yeah, poor guy. I'm in the game, guys. I swear I'm in the game.
Like, the thing is, he doesn't even want to be here. This is K-Dash we're talking about. He doesn't want to be here.
These Clerks. This is the Clerks version. I'm not even supposed to be here right now.
That is K-Dash in every KOF after, 2001.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh,
he doesn't want to be
He's
there.
such an edgelord, dude. I
He
swear
does
to
not
God.
want to be there. It's always Maxima or Kula dragging him into it.
Oh, man.
Yeah. See? Yeah. K-Dash should be so happy if he's not in the game, but we already know he is.
So you actually do think that they're going to try to finish a team maybe perhaps this time or something? So
Yeah. Maybe we'll get our Alex trailer of the women fighters team. It's finally done.
Oh, God. Again, keep in mind, guys, whoops, that's something different there. Keep in mind, guys, that there has been spoilers, so nobody in the chat spoil anything, please. Nobody say anything.
I mean,
over
luckily,
here.
we only have to write it out for about a half an hour.
Yeah, just another half an hour. So,
But-
I mean, again, I haven't seen anything about it, so I genuinely would like to avoid the spoilers, so...
Well, also, Tesla, in all fairness, Mai's bra size has just very much fluctuated throughout the years in terms of in-game anyway. Like, her in-game...
Does she have a bra size? I've never seen her wear one.
I mean, that's a valid point. But, modern girl, she knows how to wear them.
Okay, fair.
But, yeah, like, in-game art, she's fluctuated a fair amount. Official art has actually been relatively consistent.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting because, like I said, it's funny that there can be enough people that could pose that. I mean, hell, this could theoretically, like, if this is more shoulder than anything like this, like, let's say that this is a shoulder leaning down like this and the arm is going behind, this could almost be Ash. There's a little bit of Ash, because Ash is really skinny,
Would,
and
but...
the shoulder coming this way, and the hair kind of poofy for him and everything. So,
Or just Cool Choi.
Yeah, I can see, like, the shoulders are always prominent. He's got that little hair puff back here. So I feel like that this could theoretically be hand on the head here.
Yeah, I'm convinced that's a hand on a head.
Yeah.
Like, just the way it curves and where the knuckle is and everything, like, it's pretty much unavoidable.
I mean, to be fair, if this was hand on the head right here, it could be Iori too, but except Iori's
already in the game.
yeah.
I mean, why not? Let's reveal him twice.
By the way, I saw an animated GIF of Iori doing the laughing thing, and then he falls over on his ass,
And then starts, like, pounding the ground.
Like that. Did that actually happen?
No, it's
Mugen.
Mugen.
That's Mugen?
That's Mugen.
Oh, so someone actually created Iori falling sprite?
Yeah, he just keeps laughing for like a minute straight and just like tips over and then starts punching the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's so good. Also, I think I've discussed this a little
But see,
bit.
like I said, I don't think that can necessarily be a boob, because if you imagine, like,
It could theoretically be a shoulder.
this, like, the shoulders like this, like, sticking out like
Yeah,
this.
I mean, the thing is, like, then you
So-
start to get into weird angles of foreshortening because you're doing, like, this number.
Right.
And then, like, that starts
But
to
I
get
mean, look at my
split.
silhouette right now, dude. Like, it's me. I'm in the game. Clearly. That is
You heard it here first.
I'm in KOF 15.
I'd be so mad if you got in before I did.
That would be
so mad.
100% legit.
That's so totally what would happen too.
Oh man, because I'm the crying caster. Oh my god, it's so funny too because that video you and Kitty SNKronize has actually made it into that.
So
clip.
happy, and I was so happy it was you opening that.
Opening Takuma, exactly. They probably just went into my stream, looked at all the clipped highlights, and then saw that one. We're like, that's the one.
And this
we're
is
putting
everyone
in there.
laughing and having a good time.
It's always funny too because everyone always argues that this is either terrible luck or the best luck, right?
Yeah.
So it's one or the other. So avoiding my own spoiler is OP. Look, I don't want to know when they reveal me, dude. Come on, I just.
I mean, we could just do it like Yatagarasu again, make you a commentator in the game.
You know, it's funny. They got me and David and Max to do commentary for it. I have never heard myself in that. I've never.
Yeah, but that sounds like you. Like, that's totally on brand that you're going to avoid listening to yourself at all costs.
Yeah, I'm so terrified to hear how it sounds, dude. So, like, I've just never turned it on.
Oh, I definitely have.
You
I've
have?
definitely picked your voice.
Was it any good? Did it work okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's
yeah,
fine?
it's nothing too crazy. It's a
Okay.
lot more like, you can't give it up.
Right,
You know?
right,
It's like, it's there, but it's not, like, invasive.
Yeah, I always thought it was funny because, like, apparently Max just kind of went straight hype mode, and I did my, like, I had some bad puns here and there, and I'd like to, but apparently David was kind of really trolly or something like that.
Sounds
but,
on brand.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
James on a KOF themed pachinko machine. Takuma, Chen.
That's fair.
I'm glad that the auto-translate pronounces it like an American.
What,
Takuma.
Takuma? Yeah. I mean, it's the whole Mortal Kombat thing with the Shirai Ryu, and you're part of, Taquito.
You know, like, I'm still kind of torn on Raiden. Because at least they spell it Ray, but, like, he's supposed to just kind of be Raiden, and they weren't sure what to do. Not that Kitana helps at all.
Right, Takuma, Akuma, Kuma, Uma, Ma, and God, there is no Uma fighting game character, right? Because KOF has a Ma Lin. So theoretically, except for Uma, those are all actual characters in fighting games.
I mean, you can narrow any of that down, yeah.
Yeah, because Takuma, Akuma, Kuma, Ma, and there's no A, but still, right? So, Ryu. Dude, I mean, the hardest part for me is I grew up with that. When he first came out, we just all called him Ryu. He was Ryu for the longest of time.
I had a dude at my elementary school who also only would call him Roo. Like a kangaroo?
Yeah. I mean, that's what Seth used to start calling. He was one of the first people that I know that tried to pronounce him correctly, but he would always say it Roo. Roo. And so a lot of people started making fun of Seth for calling him Roo like kangaroo, like Winnie the Pooh, Roo,
Kanga and Little Roo.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, at this point now, at least we're all pretty good enough to say Ryu, which isn't even that close either.
Yeah, 'cause
right?
it's one syllable. So it's Ryu.
Right. And it's supposed to be like a D, a J, and an R all mixed to each other. Ryu. Like, that's how it's supposed to be. Ryu. So, yeah. But
Wasn't the kangaroos named Alex?
Yeah.
Tekken?
No, Roger.
It's Roger.
Yeah, Alex is the Velociraptor.
That's right.
Yeah. It's Roger. No, but it was funny because, there was always Guile.
I have never had to deal with any of those.
You've never heard of it?
No, I've heard of these legends.
Oh, okay.
But it was always Guile.
Dude, one of the funniest ones was one of my friends was telling me that someone actually called him Dahalsum.
Dahasalim, I've heard.
Oh, Dahasalim?
I heard Dahasalim.
Oh, I heard Dahalsum, and so my friend was like, you can cure your cough with Dahalsum medicine.
Damn. I mean, I'm still convinced that there's like a dude out there named Gilly who named himself after the mispronunciation of Guile.
I never even thought about that, but that's actually his last name, I think.
For that one, but I think there's another.
Oh, okay.
Because also, like, one of the things is that, like, in the military, the, like, weird grass suits, they're called ghillie suits.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're pronounced dramatically, or, I mean, they're spelled dramatically different.
Yeah, okay. So, this is not a good shot of it right here.
It's a perfect shot. I don't know what you're talking about.
But someone actually one time was insistent. I've heard through the grapevine. I did not know this person that this was actually a dot, and he's General Uli.
J. Isle.
Yeah, he's General Ule.
Wow.
I've actually heard someone say that.
Yeah, no, I remember at least one thing that was nice is back in gaming magazines back then, there were a couple articles that also had to point out guile rhymes with style.
Oh, really?
And it basically it helped people out.
Right, yeah. I mean, guile is a real word. That's just the thing, right?
Yeah.
I've never heard of anybody named it.
If you're under the age of like 10, you probably aren't that familiar with it.
Yeah, that's probably true. So,
Yo, a Slayers fighting game would be fucking awesome.
Slayers?
The anime series, the classic.
Oh, okay. I just thought it would just be people doing mappa punches and, and...
Dude, his old jump slash is still the greatest move in fighting game history. Like Three Stooges run.
Oh, yeah. The Three Stooges run. Yeah.
But,
I mean, one of the characters in them's fighting herds does that with their feet. They go, and apparently, like, I was messing with that character, and the developers were watching me mess with the game, and I did jump slash or whichever button that did it, air dash into it, and just like looped it a bunch of times, and all of them were like, "Yep, he's doing the loops." Like everyone just wants to hit with that move as many times as possible.
I mean, that's how I play Robokai and Reload.
Yeah.
The bicycle.
Yeah.
Also, for the record, if we ever got a Slayers fighting game, day one gallery. Just saying.
Oh yeah, and Yoshi, that's right, down A Yoshi.
Oh yeah, down air.
I mean, that's like I said, that's why that's why Home Run Contest is still the best training mode or tutorial I've ever seen.
I'm going to teach you to learn how to deal damage.
Yeah, because I learned how to short hop consistently just so on like day 3, just so I could do that with Yoshi. Do short hop down, 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 and then do it again over and over and over again.
Okay, you're right. Naga the Serpent is definitely one of those like high selection choices, but it depends on what archetype and how powerful she actually wants to be. I would not recommend doing this.
No? Okay.
It's definitely safe. it's safe. But especially once you hit Naga the Serpent, you're getting risque.
Okay.
And I don't know how on brand you want to make that.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm just gonna catch you with that now. We can talk about this later.
Okay.
But Slayers is a classic.
I mean, you guys can Google it at home, right? Yeah, no problem. It's all up to you.
But yeah, no, Gallery's great. I mean, as long as I live, I'm always gonna have that scene where Lena calls him Pudding Brain, and he actually tips over, and then his skull opens up, and then gives her a spoon, like, want to taste?
Whoa!
It's gag anime. It's a gag fantasy anime.
Oh dang! Shoutouts to Roberto Pizzi. Thank you for showing me there is SNK fandom outside of my turf. Wow. Greetings from Brazil.
Yo, we take those.
I mean, obviously Brazil is a huge fan of KOF. South America
has a lot of SNK coverage.
Yeah, and I guess they just don't see a lot of it from the US at all, huh?
No. Because I'm an SNK fan in the US. I don't see it much in the US.
It's like Japan and South America is where a lot of it is.
I mean, obviously China, a lot of Southeast Asia, and then pockets of Europe.
Yeah.
Like, Germany, France,
Didn't we make the joke KOF is the soccer fighting
I've
games?
been saying it for years. Yes. Yeah. KOF is just soccer. Everyone gets it except the US.
Right. Actually, it's KOF is football. Football, which would be more accurate. Yeah, really low SNK coverage. I don't know how that happened, why US is not into it and stuff like that. I mean, one of the reasons, I don't even know if any of the other areas besides Japan also gets like the merch too, because that's always tough to do.
Yeah, no, getting some of the merch outside of Japan and China is definitely more difficult, more importing kind of thing.
Right.
But, I mean, that's the merch. The games are what build popularity, and the merch is how you kind of show your love and stay there.
Right. I mean, I wonder if... Because, I mean, like, there's nothing about KOF that screams un-American. You know what I mean? Or is it just because maybe we don't have particularly strong reps outside of the Fatal Fury team or something like that.
I mean, yeah, I mean, there's some of that. There's some of the fact that the designs have always been perceived as a little more anime.
Yeah,
and that doesn't appeal to everyone.
It was anime before anime, right? So,
and then the fact is that we really like to stick with what we know as Americans. So we're like, okay, we already got Street Fighter, we're good. What's all this stuff? I don't get. Oh, hey, Mortal Kombat. Well, now it's just Street Fighter with gore. Awesome! And then you start getting more things that are just appealing to whatever your specific taste is. This is why Tekken picked up, because it's 3D, it's prettier, and then it fights completely different.
So, Mortal Kombat is American football, is gridiron football.
Absolutely, 100%.
I didn't even think about that. So yeah, Mortal Kombat, MK and KOF are the gridiron football and the actual football.
And the international football, soccer. Yeah.
Yeah, Tekken, I mean, appropriately would probably be tennis, right? It's popular everywhere, but like doesn't ever scream like the most important thing.
No, I'd say it's a little higher than that.
What do you mean? Because tennis is like the third most popular sport in the world.
Yes, but it's also very different depending on like demographic and culture.
Like, what do you mean?
Like in America, only rich people play it.
Wait, only rich people play Tekken?
No, tennis.
Tennis. Oh, I see what you're saying. I mean, that's not necessarily true because it's also available to a lot, like tennis courts and stuff like that. So.
And every tennis court I've ever seen growing up was used for basketball or dodgeball.
Okay, fair. Baseball?
Tekken, actually, I think baseball is a bit closer. Baseball has a pretty strong international appeal in different areas. Tekken is hockey? I don't know about that one.
It would have to be the most popular thing in Canada, basically.
Yo, I respect that. I mean, because I've always thought that Rugal looked like villainous Hulk Hogan.
Villainous Hulk Hogan?
Look up some of his Rugal's '98 art, and then think about Hulk Hogan as a villain.
Should I do this?
And I mean old Hulk Hogan when we liked him as a villain, not now when he actually is a villain.
So KOF Rugal '98.
Yeah. Or I mean, it might be. Yeah, it should be '98. And he's got some of the mustache, and he's like, "Rah!"
Like this one.
A little bit there. There's another picture. I don't remember where. I think it might be his character select portrait where he's just like, oh. But you just look at this guy and you imagine like, that's right, brother.
I don't see it. I don't know. I guess I just think the personalities are not quite there. But
well, I mean, aesthetic goes a long way.
Right.
Yeah. But like, we're not talking about as a human being. We're just talking about his persona.
Oh man. Hogan wishes he was Rugal.
Dude, I wish Hogan was Rugal. Way more satisfied with certain kinds of villainy right now.
Man. Sailor Moon S's hockey? Does Canada really play Sailor Moon S that much?
It's more a matter of like their high-level player base and the tournaments that actually run it.
Okay, fair enough.
I think that's fair.
Oh man.
Woo.
Yeah.
But anyways, yes, Mortal Kombat is definitely American football.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
And then KOF is football in every other region.
Yeah, I mean baseball being Tekken feels weird to me, only just because baseball still feels like an American sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean a lot of countries still like it. I mean you can make it basketball, but
right.
Toronto is the birthplace of the Sailor Moon scene. There you go.
Okay, there you go.
And what is like the best parallel for what Tekken actually is? I mean, maybe like MMA or actual martial arts?
Yeah, something like that, probably. Because what's interesting about it is Athena. I could see it kind of being Athena, maybe.
I mean, the thing is, Athena gets redesigned every game, so like, there's no way we're gonna pick out her silhouette properly.
That's probably true too. Because what's his face? The basketball would be an interesting one because then it would have to be. See, that's just the interesting thing. Like basketball could theoretically be KOF as well, because it's like the one main thing China plays, right?
Yeah, but then you lose a lot of
Right.
like Europe and stuff like, and the Middle East.
Right. So maybe Street Fighter is basketball because China does play Street Fighter, right?
Street Fighter is pro wrestling.
Yeah, because the thing about it is, I mean, I don't know if you know the history of China, is they basically, when the communist government took over, they banned sports. They were like, no sports, except basketball, because I like it. Mm-hmm. And that's why China's obsessed with basketball.
No fun allowed unless I think it's fun.
Yep, basically. Yep. Yeah. No, that's actually what happened. They banned all the sports except for basketball because
No, I mean, a lot of dictatorships throughout history have done literally, you can't do anything unless it's something I like and want to do.
Right, of course. I mean, that's just how world of power works.
Yeah, I mean, shit, look at the Church of England. That one.
Yeah.
Because I said so.
Tekken is golf. Actually, that's not a bad one.
But again, comes into like the class element.
Yeah, but see, the reason why it might work is because Korea's pretty damn good at Tekken. Korea's pretty damn good at golf too.
Did Capcom ever make a basketball game? I don't think so.
Dude, wow, have they never made a basketball game?
I don't think so. I mean, in fact, the only sports game I can think of Capcom ever made was soccer.
What, Mega Man Soccer? Is that the one you're thinking? You're thinking of Mega Man Soccer?
Yeah, I mean, there might be something on the NES.
They've definitely have made more than that.
Oh, Capcom Sports Club.
Oh, well, okay, I don't know if that quite counts. So, I don't even know what that is.
I've heard of it.
What system was that even on? Capcom Sports Club?
Okay, also, DOA is beach volleyball, 100% fair.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, if nothing else, there's the fact of nobody's wearing much, and if you take it seriously, you're a dick.
What? What is that? How does that...
DOA is beach volleyball.
Well,
if you take beach volleyball too seriously, you're a dick.
Why? And why is that the case for DOA?
Have you ever tried to take DOA seriously? It stops being fun.
Does it really?
I cannot stand, like, DOA being actually serious. Like, I know there's people out there who do, and it's no problem, but for me, it's like, that is my favorite game to, like, get drunk and play with my buddies because we're all terrible at it, and it's fun. The moment you start learning its mechanics, it gets real frustrating.
Interesting.
Virtua Fighter is actual chess. Anyone can play it. Only a handful of people do, and especially well.
And NASCAR would have to be another American company, right? NASCAR would have to. Which one?
That if you take DOA seriously, you're a jerk.
Oh.
The thing is, like, I have no problem with real volleyball. I'm thinking about just, like, beach volleyball. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, DOA irks me in the way, like, its counter system works and the way, like, some of the neutral is and everything.
Yeah, I mean, Rocket Punch, so far, we talked about it, that it could be Vanessa, it could be all sorts of characters, so... beer pong? No, I don't
100% party game.
Yeah, that's a party game. So
that's definitely another one. If you take it too seriously, you're a dick.
That's true. What would Smash Brothers be? Is there a party kind of thing that turned into a serious sport that's loved like the entire world? Well, that's not enough, though, right?
It should be. I love dodgeball.
Yeah, dude. You know what? I mean, have you actually watched, like, was it dodgeball? What was it? No, it was handball on the Olympics. Have you actually watched, like,
not the Olympic one?
Dude, the Olympic handball is
bonkers.
Sick.
Yeah,
they are just jumping and spiking into nets and stuff. Like, there was one summer that me and my brother and our friend Jason, we just sat there and watched the Olympics, like, the entire time, like, all summer, and we just watched everything, and we all got hooked on handball because it was amazing, dude. Amazing. Yeah, that's actually true.
Smash is the X Games.
Yeah, Smash is the Olympics, basically.
I was going to say it's the X Games, at least.
Man.
It drops in 15 minutes.
Yep, 15 minutes.
Always 7 p.m. Pacific. Or, well, 7 p.m. PDT, because it's what, like... 10 JST then? Like
Is that what it is?
10 a.m.
okay.
JST?
Oh, okay.
That sounds like right. It would be right. It would be 10 a.m. JST.
Oh, man.
I think that's what the time frame we're on now. Or no, 11. Because it drops at 7. So
Okay.
it would be 11 a.m. JST. Oh, is it 10? I thought we were 14 hours off right now.
I mean...
Oh, yeah. See, it is 11. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're on 14 hours off right now because we have daylight savings for some ungodly reason.
Yeah, that needs to go away, dude. That seriously needs to go away. Dang.
Just
Almost 4 a.m. in France. Dude, I mean, like, honestly, it's Sepak Takraw. I know what that is. And it's pretty goddamn amazing, too.
You know, if I didn't read that, and if I was just kind of zoning out, I would swear you started talking about characters in Bariki 1.
It is actually, I mean, you've seen it, right? It's like the, what do you call it? It's the one with the little shuttlecock and the little, badminton.
Okay.
Except only with your feet. And so
Fire.
you're actually jumping and spiking the ball from the air with your feet.
I love
by
that you
doing
could
flip
think
kicks.
of shuttlecock, but not badminton. I just want to point that out.
You don't forget the name of the shuttlecock, okay? This is what it comes down to. That is like the easiest word to remember. Let's be real here, okay? When you hear that word is stuck in your head, right? Basically. Oh man. Yeah, seriously, how old are you, Olaf? Come on here, dude. Jesus.
You're the one that can remember shuttlecock and not badminton. I don't know if that I'm the one who's the child right now.
Badminton,
You
yeah.
tighten up your ascot.
Jesus Christ. You know what the thing that I was sad about is that I don't remember if we've had this conversation before, but I'm still 100% sure that Vega was supposed to be a high ally player and not a bullfighter.
I mean, that would be cool, but we've already seen all the design notes.
Yeah, but the way that he turned out, I feel like they turned him into a high ally player at the end. Like maybe they started with him as a bullfighter, but then they started...
we started as like a paladin.
Yeah,
and then they turned him into a ninja bullfighter.
Like, I just wanna
And then people wonder how you get designs like El Fuerte.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Because...
like, we had karate bullfighter, and that's awesome, but then you get ninja yeah.
Because, see, high ally players have the sash. They have this big old thing on their hand.
They have headgear.
And they crawl on wall. They jump off of walls.
I mean, sometimes you have to wall jump.
And you see, look at this. This guy is wall jumping in high ally, and this is a very popular sport in Spain.
Yeah.
Like, I really feel like this is what Vega was actually based off
yeah,
of.
what he's actually like, what his move list is patterned off of and stuff. Like, totally
Or just
makes
like,
sense.
and his character design as well, right? Like, I always really thought that. I mean, it just looks like it's the claw, but you know, it's the paddle thing, but you know, they just turned it into a claw. So Vega sounds more Spanish than Balrog. No, that's true. But I mean, honestly, I bet you Bison wasn't even supposed to be Thai. I think he just ended up fighting you in Thailand because he challenged you right after Sagat. Mm-hmm. He was probably supposed to be a South American drug lord, right? And that's why he was named Vega.
I've always taken him as completely like non-national. Like, we don't know. Other than trying to make guesses off the last name, we don't know exactly what nationality Rugal would be. He's just this guy in the middle of nowhere who fucks shit up.
Right.
So,
yeah.
like, we know he's some sort of Eastern European or German or something, but whatever.
Yeah.
We still don't know what Duck is. But
Duck King?
Yeah.
He's a king.
I mean, fair.
That's it. Yeah, so like I said, I always feel like that they were just like, yeah, let's just call him a bullfighter because that's what people know instead of saying he's a high ally player, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, he freaking jump off, like, literally that's one of the strategies, to jump onto the wall and jump off the wall.
Yeah, well, that's why I said outside of his last name. Like, if it weren't for that, because he's just a guy in the middle of nowhere.
Which one?
Rugal.
Oh, Rugal? Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Look at this. These people.
Yeah, I mean, I still stand by my concept that Duck is Filipino.
Filipino? Huh?
Mm-hmm. That's my stance on it.
I kind of like that, actually. I kind of like that. Now I just want to sit here and watch high-ally matches over here.
Okay, Jazz, that is not fair, and it's hilarious.
What did he say? Oh.
Good shit.
I understood that reference. Oh, jeez.
Jesus Christ.
They're not actually showing any of the matches here? Come on, dude. I mean, see you, like, swing this thing. Like,
Yeah, so the only reason I even know what highlight is because I used to have, like, the cool wiffle ball things with the scoops that you get as, like, a kid.
Right, yeah.
And, like, use that to, like, play catch with. I was like, this is cool. And then I saw the real one, I was like, oh, Jesus! You can kill a man!
Mandela effect on Rugal
Bernstein.
Oh, man.
Yeah, well, the thing is that, like, Chrysalid was, like, born in a vat, so I'm just thinking maybe he just came out of a test tube in Ireland, and they just, like, it counts.
Oh, man. It was like the time that someone was yelling about how there was no Canadians in fighting games, right?
Well, that's because they're too friendly. They don't want to punch each other.
Yeah, maybe. I was saying if you lived in Australia, then one of the Guilty Gear characters would be Canadian, because then she'd be Canadian biking.
Nor.
I'm always waiting for the time it takes for the Twitch chat to catch up to the stream.
Oh, fuck this, I'm out, man.
Oh, man.
Whew.
Yeah.
He is not better than this. Don't lie to him.
Definitely not better than this. No, there's definitely some Canadians. I mean, Sasquatch technically is Canadian because you fought him in Canada.
And Wolverine exists.
Yeah, that's true. Wolverine. Who else? There was a few other characters that Canada actually claimed.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I mean, you go there so you can Canade, obviously.
Canade?
Yeah, you Canade in Canada.
That's fair. Now you want Canadian Viking to be a thing. Oh, man. Saber. Yeah, Abigail. Yeah, that's right. He is Canadian. He is actually.
Is that why Brutus plays him? It's like, it's not because he's a big body, it's because he's Canadian.
Actually, that's true. So Rugal, do they consider him Jewish? Or do they act... Because Bernstein is a very Jewish name, right? I mean... I don't even mean that as a joke, right? Because I kind of remember...
It's well established that would be German.
I know. I just remember at one point in time, David was even trying to claim Rugal, you know?
He knows who Rugal is? Oh, yeah, he was in CBS too.
Yeah, he's in CBS too. Yeah. Exactly.
It took me a minute. I was like, oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Wolf is Canadian. That's right. I mean, I miss that. See, that's just the thing is, like, part of me misses that. Like, even though it was useless in Darkstalkers to have all the characters come from a country, like, I just kind of miss
super
that.
Good, yeah.
You know, which is, I mean, that's...
Well, because it can be very telling on a lot of, like, their cultural background. Mm-hmm. You know, you can just give someone character development by saying, oh, he's from this city.
Right.
Okay. And again, going back to, like, our headcanon about the sports team.
Right, yeah, exactly. And like, for me, that's kind of one of the reasons why I was sad about Street Fighter 3, because they kind of ditched that a little bit, you know what I mean? I mean, I guess Necro is from Russia, and, like, you know, small things like Sean is Brazilian, so I guess they did keep it up a little bit,
yeah.
So...
It's just more like the general structure. The game still has issues anyway.
Like, where's Oro? Is Oro supposed to be Japanese, or what is Oro?
Old.
He's just he's my ethnicity then. Okay.
Old.
Yeah, I don't even know what Oro is supposed to be.
Adelhide's nationality is pirate because he would be born under maritime law. He does not have a nationality.
Then that means my mom is a pirate then.
Yo, really?
My mom,
in transit?
I actually talked to my mom to verify this just the last time I saw her, and it is true. My grandma said she was born on the boat between China and Taiwan while my grandma was fleeing China. So she was actually born on the boat. And so I cleared it up with my mom. I was like, I just want to make sure that grandma wasn't just like telling tales or whatever. And mom was like, no, that's actually
Well, I mean, there's enough distance that there's maritime law?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Where's the boundary for international water?
Right. See, that's the question. I have no idea. But yeah, there's probably no international water between them. And according to China, Taiwan is China anyway. Yeah. So, you know.
That whole backstory.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's its own topic that's not going to be covered here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Oro definitely fights in the Brazil stage, so I don't know if Oro is supposed to be from Brazil. Maybe they called him Oro because Oro means gold in Spanish. No, but is that
that
what
would
it means?
not be the language
right,
they speak
exactly.
there.
I was about to say, yeah, it'd be
Portuguese.
Portuguese, so... a lot of people have been saying Genet. Again, there was also...
Genet would be so sick.
Lien from Maximum Impact.
For no reason.
And then Lena from Art of Fighting 3? Lenny from Art of Fighting. Then there's Vanessa. Then there's potentially, like I was saying, it could even be Ash. It could be Najee. Alice. It could be a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people are saying with the glove in the mouth, but...
I do agree with that. Fix the pants. Like, I really don't like her redesign in 14. So...
What does she look like in 14? I don't even know. KOF 14. Like, this is her 14 pants?
Yep.
Oh, you're right. Her hair is wavier in this one.
It's wavier there. Yeah. And then she's got, like, Katarina's Tekken 7 pants. And then her blouse has a bunch of, like, lace reworks for no reason.
What does she used to look like in KOF 11 or something like that? That is...
Wow, that's a weird... Okay, I like how there's no KOF 11 pictures on there.
Oh, because I spelled KOF wrong. That's why. God, okay. I spelled it FOK. How the hell did I completely...
Okay, so the first picture is always a good one.
Oh, yeah. This is the standard picture, of course.
Yeah, they took away everything that made her make sense.
Right.
It's the Mary's shoes problem. It completely changes who she is.
Right.
Go back to 14.
Oh, well, it's just right there anyway, so...
Sandals!
They gave her sandals, huh? Yeah. It's like, why is she fighting with sandals? This doesn't make any sense, basically. And like you said, this weird lacy kind of outfit.
Which the thing is, like, especially in that location, that seems like it would be kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, they definitely tried to, like, feminine waifu her up a little bit, it seems
which totally robs her of everything else she does.
Right. And yeah, she does have the Katarina pants, doesn't she? From Tekken. Yeah, that's true. Huh.
Personally, if they're gonna redesign her, they should always have just let her wear the full suit like her intro in 11.
Oh, does she?
She has a special intro in 11 where she wears the full suit and takes off the jacket, and that's it. And I'm like, God, that's fucking cool.
See, that would be sick if she.
Yeah, just let her wear the whole suit.
Yeah.
It's
kind of like, or just have it so that like she has the you know what would actually be cool if she had the full.
See, now we got people calling it out. Right. I made the post. If she comes out jacked, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
But like if she had like the full suspenders going over her shirt, and then she could do the Beino Ujiri thing, like like that would actually be cool too. I think that would be sick. Which boxer? Oh man. Or they could just give us oh god, why can't I remember his name anymore? The original boxer dude. Rick Stroud, yeah. Just give us Rick Stroud, actually, so. The intro should be on the wiki page at the bottom, huh?
Oh. Maybe. Maybe not.
I don't see it here. Apparently there was a spoiler, but please don't post it because we've only got 2 minutes left.
Oh, it's up.
It's up?
It's up.
Oh, because they were probably just like, whatever.
Yep, the links should be the real link.
Okay, let's grab this then. Copy link address. Come here, paste. Go. Maximize the page. Pause. Unmute. Let's do this. Find out who this is. Let's take away all the overlay stuff over here so we can see the character. Boof, boof, boof. Alright, let's do this.
Oh, volume?
Yeah, I have the volume.
Alright.
Can you hear it?
Oh, this stage.
Oh, it's Vanessa. It is.
I can't hear shit.
So no surprises here then, basically.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
whoa.
Okay, so EX has good invul. Auto guard. Come on, Jasmine.
Jasmine, move. Move, Jasmine, move.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch this like 3 times.
Yeah, I know. Jasmine's doing the thing she sees where we're all looking.
Okay. Got some old bread and butters.
Yeah, she still's got the sandals for sure. That's some Chun-Li view right there.
Yeah, so she's mostly unchanged.
So that's how she was in 14, a lot of.
But wait.
Oh, whoa, what the heck? Whoa, Luong is on Team Secret Agent?
So that's where the discussion comes in.
Whoa! Wow, and Jasmine, you're standing on the
Dice.
spacebar. So they're on Team but we don't know anything about Luong being a secret agent.
So let's turn down the volume thingy so I don't blow out my ears.
Right. Okay.
So here's kind of like, so I saw the spoiler.
Right, okay.
And I've been thinking about this ever since. And my thinking is that, or at least I'm hoping this is kind of the case, Luong was always a double agent,
Right,
and she was fucking Gang Il just to work her way into KOF.
Right,
And now that she's got her own invitation, she's like, I don't fucking need you anymore.
It was a cruel ploy to gain your trust.
So that she's kind of like a Black Widow-ish character. That she's just there to, like, you know, sleep with the boys, manipulate them to get to what she needs to do.
Right. Okay.
So she's like a Bond woman. And so putting her on the agent team, like, I mean, that's the only explanation I've got.
Right. Interesting. Okay. Well, so we still haven't finished.
Women fighters.
Yeah, women fighters.
Yeah. So we gotta go through the trailer. Let's do it once more at normal speed.
Oh, because Jasmine.
I really like the stage, though.
Okay. Do you want to do audio up again, or?
That's fine. I'll watch it more later, just to kind of get to hear her voice a little bit more, see what the new recording sounds like.
Okay. I mean, I'll put it up to see maybe you can hear it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. This stage is nice.
This stage is fucking slick.
But yeah.
Oh, actually, no. I do need audio. The music.
Yeah, she's still very 14S. Let me do this so I can see how loud it is here.
Vanessa.
We lost a speaker.
Oh, that would explain.
Cats knocked down one of the speakers at one point in time. Ah, jeez. Cats.
Yeah, she looks very unchanged from 14.
Design-wise, especially, too.
Oh, well, I mean, it looks like there's a couple of, like, tweaks and some new little, like, flourishes and stuff.
Right. But overall... Okay, let's see here. Oh, jeez. Let me go back again, 'cause I just want to start watching this again here.
Yeah, it's just the 11 theme.
Vanessa.
So that makes this the first team that doesn't have new music, or at least not in their trailer.
Right. There's still no new mechanic signs here, though. What's interesting, though, is that we're seeing mostly... We're not seeing any of the purple stuff, right, in this trailer here.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of audio feedback.
Is there?
Apparently even they can hear it.
It's just going into the mic.
That's a good old B&E.
That definitely looks like he'd be extended in Mortal Kombat.
That's Vanessa, of course.
Is this what her level 3 always looked like, with this Chun-Li kick view, basically? And then they just cut out the end of it, basically, and went straight to that, so...
Yeah, they definitely... Yeah, let's turn down the speaker so we can try to fix the feedback, because everyone else can hear it too. I do like what they did with her face. I think she looks really cute. And I know there's a couple of people out there who are probably really happy right now, like Joe. L.I. Joe.
Oh, yeah,
L.I. Joe is probably like,
that's
oh, hell yeah.
He's a Vanessa fan, that's right. Okay.
But yeah, so Luong being on the agent team is like the real, like, wait, what?
Right, exactly. So was she an agent all along kind of thing? So... Yeah, she's definitely getting way more Instagram-y than she is, you know, becoming, like... She's losing that tough look that she kind of had before.
She's losing the tough look, and she's losing some of her age, because she's always kind of shown up as, like, the mom of all the characters.
They even joked about that before, right? They even joked about her being of older age than all the other characters. And now...
Yeah, and now she doesn't look quite as...
Well, you know, when Verse was destroyed,
of course, yes, that's what we're going to do.
It's her time, you know, her age decreased.
But she definitely has some extra little details, like in the lace and around the trim of the shirt. That, like, the gold trim at the bottom is a lot... It's either new or it's a lot bolder than it used to be.
Which one? You mean you're talking about right here?
Yeah,
this
that
trim
seam.
Here? Yeah, okay. But yeah, I mean, if you look at this in comparison to the silhouette, yeah, they are getting a little bit. Like I said, I think that they're intentionally not making the silhouette super accurate, just to make it a little bit tougher to gather here. Let me see. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some good shenanigans there.
Yeah. Just mostly the little bump of the hair on the left side over there is a little bit, you know, not exactly. They just kind of went, bleh. Yep. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were saying it was probably going to be Vanessa, right? I mean...
Yeah, but just, like, again, the team composition's really interesting.
But now the question is she as jacked? Is she more jacked?
She definitely has more mass in her arms than Mary does, but at least she doesn't have that much definition, so it's a little less offensive.
She's still pretty noodly. The arms are still pretty noodly, like there. You can kind of see
You know what really bothers me, though? She doesn't look tall enough.
That's true. Who will be Team Korea? I mean, is it just going to be Kim, Cheng, and Choi again at this point? Are they...
She doesn't have Chris's jump CD. She has her jump CD. Chris's has always been like that weird flip.
Ugh. Oh,
the good old slide.
She has a slide, huh? Okay. Overhead combo. It's very Dudley-esque.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to let her do weird quick max stuff off of that. Yep. So she doesn't seem to have gotten any of like the old moves that I'd hoped she'd get back. But, I mean, there's only so much I can really ask for.
Right. So is that like a dodge, or is that
That one's auto guard.
That's auto guard.
That's the guard point, just doing its job.
I guess she can cross up with jump H? Or jump C, I should say.
Yeah.
Sorry, Guilty Gear stuck in the head right now.
Yeah, this is going to be a good week for Vanessa fan art. And maybe for the whole team.
Yeah, that's right. Uh-huh.
And I think the biggest problem right now with Vanessa is how much she's been outshined by Yashiro. In terms of, like, the animations and, like, punchy supers and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, a lot of it, too, is that Yashiro's new, right? So she's probably just reusing a lot of the... Oh, there was the purple stuff.
Yeah, so there's the armored CD.
Yeah, And we're back to the old Pow Pow Cafe background here.
So I'm wondering if there's maybe a bit more that they're working on fleshing out. So because they're not showing entirely the new stage and they don't have a new theme?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe they are falling behind now. Like, you know, that's why they're delaying the game, right?
Yep, and this is like borderline team DLC. This is one thing I was also really thinking was going to happen for it to be Vanessa or Najid, that they're going to keep Mary on a DLC team, basically.
Was Luong DLC?
She was not. She was the only one, but she was a newcomer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this was the original blue glow thing, because she has that blue glow.
Yeah, the raw
here.
max mode.
Mm-hmm. Still glowing blue a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely does look like the 03 stage that we looked at the other day. It probably is, in fact. Duff. Yeah, so I want to like take a look at a little bit of her B&Bs again, but
Oh man,
it's just really interesting too because her face looks like fantastic right there. She looks fucking perfect, but then like in her portrait, her face looks kind of flat, like it lacks depth.
interesting.
Aw, damn it, he beat me to it. I was going to joke about it being Charlie's Angels.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think someone else posted that there in the back, too. Yeah.
Oh, no, seriously, if they don't put Ash in this game, I think that they're really
Making a mistake.
At the very least, some weird fucking choices.
Right.
But yeah, no, so I honestly just want a screenshot of her as she's starting her level 3 because she looks immaculate there. 'Cause she looks kind of pissed.
That one right there.
That's fucking fire.
All right, I'll try to get this to be used for the thumbnail. Oh man. But better than the initial silhouette, huh? This one right here.
Her face looks kind of flat, like it loses its depth at this angle.
It's weird.
You see what I'm saying? Though?
Yeah, because her nose is very long and thin.
And then her hair is huge.
Right.
Like it makes it look like she's wearing like 4 wigs and they're all just stacked on each other.
Oh man.
Yeah, what a confusing week though. Without the new music or anything?
Yeah, it seems weirdly like we're missing a bunch of stuff, huh? Where was that? She hits him.
Oh, because she climax cancels.
Right, she climax cancels.
Team story link too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's happening.
Let's take a look at that really quick. I'm trying to see, when did she do that pullback?
It's right here. Bless you.
Oh, that's right.
Bless you.
Oh, Jesus.
Texturing on her gloves is good, though.
Yeah, for sure. I noticed that earlier, too. There we go.
Oh, did Luong have the new music?
Oh.
Did she?
Is that what it was? Does Luong count as it? Okay, so what do they say about this? Vanessa seals the deal in KOF 15. Team Sacred Agent is comprised of Vanessa, Blue Mary, and Luong.
No story, stay tuned, character trailer.
Yeah, fighting to the thing, there are more character trailers on the way. Not really. Oh, let's see. Vanessa lives a double life between being a housewife and a mercenary agent. She is highly skilled in boxing and is able to KO her opponents with ease. Her husband and kid don't know anything about her secret activities. Blue Mary, she currently works as a freelance special agent. Born from a long line of famous fighters, Blue Mary excels in all fighting styles, and more particularly in Sambo Commando, a martial art that uses striking and grappling techniques. Blue Mary has a strong bond with Terry Bogard. Well, they acknowledge that part. Luong is a femme fatale type fighter with mysterious motives. She can and will lacerate her enemies with a whip with her long legs and her arranged taekwondo kicking techniques. This KOF, she's seemingly working in opposition to her lover Gang Il and his disciple Kim, but perhaps all is not how it seems. ... So they're definitely digging into her storyline a little bit more. Because remember, I asked you what her storyline was before, and it just didn't exist, basically.
So that's my question, Noah. Is I thought her husband was gone. Yeah.
Oh, you mean Vanessa's, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so now instead of bottom text. Here's the thing, I want Gang to come back but get overhauled. Because I liked what he was trying to do, I just thought he was badly executed.
I mean, Gang-il and Kim confirmed, maybe, maybe not. There have been characters very crucial to the storyline who have not been playable before.
Adelheid.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Adelheid in 13, right? Dude, nobody wants Gang-il. Holy crap, you weren't kidding when you said nobody likes Gang-il.
Nobody cares about him.
Holy crap. I just see everybody in the chat going, does that mean Gang-il is...
I've seen people play him well, but he just felt kind of janky, and KOF 14 having stubby limbs could create problems.
Right.
And yes, there are characters that people want a hell of a lot more. Mm-hmm. But, I don't know. A lot of people also hate Xanadu for as many people like Xanadu.
Really? I think Xanadu's amazing.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
You like Xanadu if you prefer, like Jacked Mary. You hate Xanadu if you like Instagram Mary, basically.
So if you're a man of culture, you like Xanadu. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. in more words and without being as direct, in other words. So
yeah, Kim Jun Mei Lee would be kind of sick.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I mean, is Gang-il, he's supposed to be older because he's Kim's master, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, they could still do like a Gang-il, Tung Fu Ru, and like Saisyu or Takuma or something.
Yeah,
to do that.
I mean, again, like they've pretty much stated that Tung's not going to come back to this game.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like kind of sitting this one out. That's why he put Benny on the team.
Okay.
But I'm on board for Gang-il, Saisyu, Takuma.
Yeah, that would be kind of sick. Do the old man teaching team, basically. And then it turns out the main boss of this game is Tung Fu Ru. No, I was kidding.
Fuck it, I'm on board with that. He's just like, all right, get your shit together.
Yeah, he's like, all along I was training you all so that you could fight the creatures of the Outworld.
Good night, everybody.
That'd be funny, dude. No, I've always wanted the dad team, dude. I think the dad team would be amazing.
Yeah, Team Old Guy is kind of sick.
And wow, look at you just staring at me. That's why I also want like the team, the team fan disciple kind of, with Alice and Yuri and Shingo. Yeah, like
just Alice and Shingo.
Yeah. We have no idea if Team Secret Agent is good or villainous right now at this point in time. I mean, given who's on it, it's probably more pro-tag.
They're always good. It's just a matter of what Luong's up to.
Right.
Like, because Luong could be playing, like, triple agent and fuck him over later.
Right, exactly.
But, no, Mary and Vanessa are always good.
Boop. Do you ever do that? Do you ever do that when when a cat yawns? Stick your finger in their mouth so that they bite you when they close their mouth.
Yeah, and then they look at you like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Well, it's funny for Jasmine. She'll do it, and then she'll be like, oh, shoot, did I bite you? And, like, lick my finger. Like I'm sorry.
Yeah, anytime I ever do it to a cat, he's...
Yeah. I mean, the funniest
what the fuck, dude?
Because the funniest
Why would you do that?
I was a big Calvin and Hobbes fan growing up, and he has the one comic where Hobbes starts yawning, and he grabs him and puts his head in there and goes, ta-da! And then all Hobbes does is go, sheesh. And that's the whole comic. There's, like, no punchline, and I totally get why he drew that now, because every time my cat yawns, I always put my finger in the mouth, and I'm like, I do the exact same thing.
Yeah, no, this team feels really weird.
I think everybody would take Saisyu over Gang-il, judging by how everybody's talking about Gang-il right now.
Yeah, like if you didn't actually like figure out how to be good with Gang-il, or at least watch people be really good with Gang-il, and be like, oh, that's what he's for. That's kind of cool. You don't fucking care about Gang-il.
Yes, Blue Mary has always been an agent, right?
Yeah,
so.
well, I mean, Agent Asterisk, but she's a private detective. Like,
I mean,
if
she
you're
was
new,
on agent teams before, right?
Yeah. So 11 was the introduction of the agent team with her being on it.
Right.
Like, it was her first time in the agent team. Before
That was
that,
her-
it was.
That was her, Vanessa, and
Ramon.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Agent team before that was Vanessa, Ramon, and Seth.
Seth, right?
And so we're all kind of sad that Seth didn't make
Has
it back.
Seth ever come back?
Not since 02.
Right. 'Cause-
Except for Max Impact.
Okay. Because 02 obviously is the dream match, but he hasn't been back canonically then yet, right?
Not playable. He still appears in like story mode and endings and stuff like that.
Right,
Like he's
right.
in the agent team's ending in 11.
Gotcha. So basically, he hasn't been killed or anything.
Well, I mean, and yeah, 02 UM, but
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, like I mean, the thing is, I actually really like Seth. I mean, I picked him up in 02 because he's kind of ass, but he's one of those characters that like if he touches you, you're in a lot of trouble.
Right. But he was also like the ridiculous striker that exploded after a while,
yeah.
right? The OTG explosion. Like
He does everything as a striker.
Right.
Dumb.
Because he was the one that I saw in every combo video. It was like, if you just time him right, he just turned every combo that ended into more combo, basically. Yeah.
Yes, no, Seth stomps and dive kicks, but the thing is that they introduced Mian, which kind of like invalidates half of Seth's game.
Why? Because
Dive kicks.
Oh, Seth was a dive kick character, kind of?
He's in air, he has dive kicks and stomps that are really irritating. Then on the ground, he's got like one or two like sliding hit mobility tools, and then a bunch of counters.
Okay. And then Mian just kind of with all the crazy dive kick stuff.
Yeah, double jump, dive kick, double jump, dive kick. It's
Right.
obnoxious. Yeah, except that Choi is also in the game.
Right.
So I think this is more one of those kind of times where she stole Seth's slot.
Right. And it's just like Vanessa will probably make sure Rick Stroud never shows up in a game ever again, right? And so
Yep. Which is just absolutely tragic. I mean, it got to the point that she was stealing more of his moves, and then they decided she didn't need them back.
and Rick Stroud has just been like, "What the fuck, man?"
Yeah, and I'm personally talking about like Choi replacements. I'd love to see Ma Lin come back, and Choi can go to hell.
You're not a fan of Chen Choi?
I like them existing in like story premise, but it's kind of like the same way as Billy. Like, I don't care if I never see him again, as long as he's still in the story.
Right.
Like, Chang is hilarious to me. Chang and Choi are a great comedy duo. I don't give a fuck about them in game.
Right.
I just don't.
I mean, it wouldn't make any sense if they did the CVS2 and put them into one character, because in this game it's still already about teams, right?
Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool, but it'd be kind of weird and it'd get really finicky. And the thing is that in that case, Choi loses everything about him that matters in game.
Right, of course.
Like, if he can't go, wee,
Right,
he's not Choi.
Yeah, as far as we know right now, Red the Machine, it's Q1 2022. That's what they delayed it. It was supposed to be the end of this year. It was supposed to be Q4 2021, but now they delayed it a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, I know we had that whole stream where we were talking about who likely will come back and stuff like that. Chang and Choi were, I feel like, definitely the kind of, they might not even make it back, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, Choi was super annoying in one of those games.
Choi has been super strong in a handful of games. And, like, I mean, the thing is, it's crap like that is what got him into SVC Chaos.
Now,
I'm like,
June,
why?
June is, who again?
He's the long white-haired Taekwondo user who has the multiple stances.
What was his story?
He's an Athena fanboy and kind of Kim's rival.
Oh, okay. So what teams has he been on before?
Korea.
Oh, so he was just on with Kim in the Korea team before?
Or, you know, and he's, like, replaced a couple of characters on and off, or
okay.
been in, like, alternate Korea teams.
Gotcha. Dude, who else would be, like, considered a rival, kind of like that? They should put Jun, Hua Jai, and, like, another one of those rival dudes on the...
Yeah, and I joked about it last week. June has fucking monstrous arms, and he never punches once, ever. Period.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Chang was still kind of irritating in 14 because he has a really good jump CD, but that's literally it. That's like his whole game.
She punches nonstops and has twigs for arms. Yeah, they definitely didn't even give her long shoulder treatments, you know. But
I mean, she's pretty close. She's doing all right for herself.
Yeah.
She's still just doing better than Mary.
And to be fair, even the 2D sprite of Vanessa, though, she's always had very long, stringy arms, right? Like, that actually is her character design, you know what I mean? Whereas Mary, her character design was literally that she was jacked, and she's not jacked anymore, so...
Yeah, it's the consistency thing.
Right.
Because, I mean, I'm going to complain just as much if someone makes Mary, like, too big, if officially.
Yeah,
because it's not right.
Right, exactly. Man.
So, yeah, I don't know. But, I do have something else I want to show off before we start more discussions.
Okay.
The thing I emailed you.
Yes.
So, we featured H37's art on here before, and her wonderful creation of Kayat. And so I hit her up and I was like, hey, I really want to commission you for something because this sounds fucking hilarious and I want it to happen. And so she finally agreed, and so...
I mean, it wasn't like you had to, like...
she's not really open for commissions.
Oh, okay, gotcha,
So,
gotcha.
but she, like, relented, like, alright, I'm kind of on board.
Here you go. Anton scaring,
wrong one.
Oh, that's the wrong one?
It's not a big deal. It's got the watermark on it, but it's hard to see, so...
That's the one that I
God
got
damn
from
it, I
here.
still sent you the wrong one somehow.
You sent me the wrong one twice.
Did I? I probably did.
Yeah,
yep,
you did.
Cool, I'm a genius, whatever.
Yeah, good stuff.
But,
good stuff.
Yep. I can fix this. I'm so mad.
And
But point is that I wanted Anton barking at Kayat, and Mary just like, oh, for fuck's sakes. And I adore it, and it's amazing. And so I had to share it with everyone else.
Nice. Yep. But again, H37_FG, Twitter.
Yes.
There you go.
Go follow her in her adventures of Kayat.
I love how Kayat is becoming more and more of a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's other people drawing Kayat, like, fan art, right?
Mm-hmm. And I believe so, and one of them is also going to be featured eventually.
Oh, really? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
nice, okay.
There's one artist that I've already spoken to, and I was like, I'm going to feature you, but I'm waiting for something to occur, because I want to just, like, time them with a character reveal. But yeah.
So there you go. H37 here. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on it.
Oh, man.
Fair enough.
Okay, sorry. I just had to laugh at that, so...
Oh, yeah, this has been fun. Someone made a post about, like, I'm trying to work on expressions, and so they've been using those expressions as templates for other characters. So having, like, Hein pushing up his glasses, flipping people off.
Right. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these are just her retweeting a lot of her favorite artwork here right now. But, yeah, definitely give her a follow. There's a lot of good stuff here. And a lot of K-at pictures, so there you go.
Oh, I just cracked my back a lot.
Ouch.
Oh, no, it was good. It was
It was a good crack.
Good
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna delve into the trailer a lot more later tonight, and probably like compare it to 14's, and like see what's been touched up. I mean, look at actually the bump mapping on the clothing for like the folds and stuff is actually really nice.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably just do what, like,
Yeah, I mean, why not? Fuck it.
YouTube.com's.
Yeah, no, it's
Vanessa.
definitely a significant improvement, but is it enough?
So this is her trailer from 14.
Boom, 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 boom.
God, they just look so much more dead on the inside, and just like they just lack a soul. The coloring.
Yo, shout outs to the subtitles. Speaking Japanese.
Is that what it said?
Yes.
So they didn't have taunts before, right? So
There
was
were
that
no
just her?
taunts.
Was that just her win pose then?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's the same one here. Was that the same one? Was that the same pullback?
Pretty much. Oh, this isn't the level 3.
Oh, okay, it's a different one. Oh, this is the level 1, right?
The level 2.
Gotcha. Dude, I hope they bring Yamazaki back, dude.
A lot of people do.
There it is, right there, right?
Yep.
Speaking Japanese!
That is the greatest.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, like, the hair is a huge improvement. And again, they do the distance blurring thing a lot, really nice here with the hand
Change
being
of
super
focus.
blurred, yeah. And the face is just, it's night and day, dude. The faces are night and day. Dude, look at that. Like I said, she doesn't even look human. Like, she looks like Resident Evil 1, like, CG scene, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, it just doesn't... Resident Evil 2 or something like that. Like, she just looks like a zombie here, I swear. Like, you can just tell that the faces look a lot better. Yeah, the body looks largely the same. It's just obviously the lighting and the textures are better, basically.
But, I mean, spending 20-something years in 2D and then jumping into 3D, it's not easy.
Right. Oh, that's what the ending is supposed to look like. Gotcha. Got it. Okay. Yeah, but she definitely looks better in this one for sure. They just did I mean, same thing with like Mary, right? Her face looked a lot better as well. Oh, yeah. So,
yeah. I mean, I'm hoping Ramon stays on Team Mexico, and I hope he becomes playable this time around.
Who else was on Team Mexico?
Angel and King of Dinosaurs.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So,
I hope it's not Chris's blood.
What was Vanessa on last game?
DLC.
Oh, that's right. She was a non-team. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. The expectation shattering of Luong being on agent team really, throws me for a loop.
Yeah, that's the big one right there. That's the one that kind of gets I mean, like I said, 2 weeks ago I asked you, what's Luong's story? And she was like, she just comes here and just hangs out with Gangil. That's it. And that was the end of it.
What's your personality, girl?
Yeah. But apparently she had more secret storyline this whole entire time something.
In theory. But, I mean, yeah, I will say, my beef right now is that there has only been one character reveal that surprised me so far for the entire game. And we're 23 characters in.
Was that Chizuru? Or?
Yep.
It's just Chizuru.
Chizuru is the only character reveal that's been a surprise.
I mean, outside of Team CYS, has there been anybody and Chizuru who hasn't been in 14? Everybody else has been in 14, right?
I believe so.
They haven't, they're...
I need to double tap, but I believe so.
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to save a lot of the newer characters for later or someone.
Her heroine's profile says freelance secret agent. Fascinating.
Oh, interesting.
I do not remember that. Interesting.
Yeah, it's just Chizuru and the Orochi team. Yeah, that's basically it.
So yeah, I'm not even just waiting for new characters, but even honestly, Xanadu would be kind of a surprise.
Yeah, Xanadu is one of those characters that kind of reminds me of the El Fuerte. We're probably not going to be seeing them for quite some time at this point in time. We may see him in a background or so, you know.
I mean, I kind of hope for Momoko because she was not good and she's kind of an interesting character. And if they touched her up and made her work, that'd be cool.
Yeah, unfortunately, Nameless is just. That's
its own can of worms, but I don't know. It depends.
I mean, Goro Daimon's son, they could try to throw Goro Daimon's kid in there, but then that means the time would have had to advance that much faster.
Yeah, that
which
just
makes sense
matters.
That just makes it so that Kyo can't really be in high school anymore.
I mean, he might be 20 now.
Man.
Yeah, and again, the thing is, the moment you let Daimon's kid be grown enough to fight, now shit's screwed because now, you're gonna have Vanessa be 30 for 30 years.
Right.
You know?
Or you just make it so that he's 2 years old and he bodies it.
Okay, I'm down. To actually have the infant rolling around. winds up being a ban-worthy character like Iggy in Pet Shop kind of thing.
No, dude, you know what they should do? They should have it so that Daimon's in there, and his kid is always just walking around in the back, crawling around in the background, and some of his moves are like he runs up to like move him out of the way and like pushes you aside. That would actually be hilarious. He throws his son. He throws his diapers.
It's just gonna be
Diaper bomb.
It's just gonna be Oingo and Whole Horse.
Yeah. I mean, they actually made me care about Oro in Street Fighter by making him carry a turtle, right? So, the kid is the level 3. Oh my god.
Yeah, because not only does Goro open his eyes, but the baby opens his eyes too, and he's like... Because that was the scariest thing in all of King of Fighters. It wasn't Orochi and taking down gods. It wasn't fighting Genets. It was when Goro Daimon opened his eyes. That shit was scary.
Oh, man.
It's up there with, like, Brock from Pokemon.
Did he ever open his eyes?
Once.
Once?
And it's like this, and it's awful.
Oh, man. I mean, what was it? Was it Super Sonico had the cats in one of those fighting games or something like that? Or
what was that?
Nitro Plus Blaster?
Nitro Plus,
yeah.
I think.
So Duck King having a bunch of little baby ducks attacking you, and dude,
no. Here's what Duck needs to have.
I have my own. I probably.
Duck needs to get, like, you know, his cool command grab super or whatever, but it plays in slow motion and a bunch of baby ducks fly through like it's a John Woo fight scene.
That would be hilarious, actually. Dude, I was thinking that he should just have it so, like, he just has a special move that, like, he throws a duck at you, and then sometimes it's a chicken, sometimes he throws a geese, and then sometimes he actually throws geese.
I hope so.
Dude, that'd just be hilarious.
I just want to see this in Mugen now.
Right.
Just throws random birds and just,
And then all of a sudden you see, predictable! Oh, yeah. But Duck King with a John Woo style.
Yeah. And just instead of all the doves, it's a bunch of baby ducklings flying through. 100%. That is what I want. He starts break spirals, like, break! And he's just moving and, like, breakdancing in slow motion again.
Yeah, no, they've had a duck and a geese all along, and then of course there's a birdie and an eagle in Street Fighter. We just need to make the bird fighting game now. What other fighting game birds are there? Griffin, Mask.
Dude, you know what we could do? We could also probably license out for DLC and get Angry Birds.
Let's get Angry Birds.
And Flappy Bird? Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird, oh my god. Oh gosh, what the... do we have any other birds out there? Like, there's no crow, right? There's no,
Not from anything we want to buy the license from.
Right, of course. It's just Mama Haha's fighting in there, yeah. Flappy Fighter, yep. Oh, man. Which was actually a really fun game, by the way. Flappy Fighter was surprised. Raven, there you go. Raven is one of them.
In Pet Shop.
Well, I mean, he's a dog, right? So
No, Iggy's the dog. Pet Shop was the bird with the ice powers that was banned.
Oh, why did I always think they were the same thing? Oh, God, I totally messed up. Okay.
Yeah, no. Pet Shop was banned. Master Raven. Oh, no. What did Kitty make?
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, Setsuna's owl from Last Blade. Okay, that's reasonable. I'm a little upset, but that's reasonable.
That's reasonable. That seems about right. I mean, what? This would probably be Cameron Diaz. This would be, what's her face? Drew Barrymore. And this would be Lucy Liu, probably.
Yeah.
Kind of just have to work out that way, right?
Yeah.
This has to be exactly like that. At least if you go off of the modern one anyway, so. It's the modern Charlie's Angels.
I'm upsetting. Yeah, but as people are pointing out, that is original Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, for sure. That's the original one, right?
Mario's
there,
Farrah Fawcett. That's okay. I'm on board.
Mm-hmm. Oh man,
this is terrible. We are bad people. except for the John Woo Duck King scene. Like I'm 100% owning that one. I am proud. Good job, brain.
Do we actually want to go through some of the other backgrounds that we have left?
Let's go ahead and at least finish out KOF.
12 and 13.
12 and 13, which, I mean, you already clicked on 12, so maybe it wasn't there. I don't know. We'll look at 12 and 13, and then maybe we'll dig into the start of another franchise before we call it a day.
Yeah, I mean, we could even save that for next time or something like that. But
and just call it a day a little earlier than usual.
Yeah, or something like that. Potentially. Screenshots, posters, back art, character art.
We're gonna have to find
portraits.
the wiki, maybe.
Yeah, they actually doesn't seem like they have it here.
Well, it's not like there's that many anyway.
Right now, are they repeated in 13?
There are definitely like multi-version things.
Okay. KOF 12.
Yeah, I definitely do want to cover the Fatal Fury franchise, but that one we kind of need to take more time to prep because there's like 8 fucking games.
Dude, everything is 13. Like 12 just doesn't exist.
Put the XII in quotes.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're right.
But we're definitely gonna do Last Blade because
or I could actually just type 12.
I have an incredibly high opinion of Last Blade stages.
Yeah. Oh no, that's the same thing. That is Fighters
Correct.
Generation. King of Fighters 12, Wikipedia.
Wow, are we just really gonna not be able?
Oh, here
there
we go. Here's
Thank
some
you.
stages. Here we go. So, yeah, this is what it was 12 and 13 where they decided to make all the background people like really just like strangely misproportioned
Yeah.
people. 12 never existed. That's the Mandela effect.
I mean,
12 never existed. I mean, canon-wise, it actually hasn't ever existed.
I always liked this one because like all those people move.
It's
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
KOF 12 just straight got redacted.
It's gameless. That's what we're gonna call it now from now on, right? So it's the gameless.
Okay, you look. As much as people like to talk about 12 that way, that's definitely Neo Wave.
Neo Wave. Okay, fair. Yeah, this was the crazy one with this France and the weird like. Oh no, I don't know where this is because there's.
That's SeaWorld.
Yeah, because I have to say this might be America then.
Free Willy and Shamu.
What's weird about it is all these women in the background are like the same woman. Like she definitely is the same person as this. Like they're all wearing the same shirt.
It's a Karen convention.
God damn it.
I am proud of myself. I got you to say God damn it.
No. We're gonna get banned now.
We used to straight have a drinking game, by the way. Whenever James delivered a really bad pun or some sort of painful statement, I would
commentary or
in general.
Okay.
I would then say, "God damn it, James Chen," and take a drink.
I'm surprised you haven't died at some point in time. So
I definitely lived out of state for a while. Watched him on commentary. He said some shit. I texted him, "God damn it, James Chen," and took a drink. You have somewhere backed up on probably an old phone.
I know, right?
Old text of me just saying, "God damn it."
I mean, it's probably not an old phone. It's probably the same damn phone.
And probably 1 or 2 Twitter DMs.
We were asked what our favorite martial arts style was, and David was talking about like I think he studied Taekwondo at one point in time or something like that, and then Tuba where it was like, oh, you know what, I would probably have to pick like a Thai fighter because I studied Muay Thai, and so he was like, it's either gonna be Joe, and you know all the other ones, and I was like, Darth Vader? He's like, what? He's like, because he's a good Thai fighter. Oh man, yeah, and they were kind of mad about that one too. So yeah. So
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, now I know who watches the Tuesday show and SNKronize at the same time. So
I'm glad that Jehudi actually said goodnight, everybody, there as well. And Olaf texting James right now.
Oh man, do I want to know what this is here? Always a risk. Always a risk. What do we got here? Oh.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. That's allowed.
That's fire.
That's allowed. That's allowed.
Oh, that's fucking
Is this
incredible.
actually a brand new picture? Because this does not look edited at all.
No, it's literally totally spies, and then their heads are added to it.
Now, is that photoshopped heads? Because, like, I swear to God, this looks like it fits perfectly, dude.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it could be drawn, but I don't know. That's amazing.
That's not.
Because the thing is that they actually match their slots really well, and it's actually painful.
Because, I mean, they got Luang's hair everywhere and
Wow.
all, so. Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know how much is, like, added and new and how much isn't, but God, that's good.
I mean, that's one of the best things about this whole entire thing is just the amount of, fan art that just shows up.
Fan
on
art
this.
and memes.
Yeah, from these weekly reveals and stuff like that, so.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That Totally Spies one is amazing, though.
Yeah. That one you're going to have to keep an eye on so we can retweet it on SNKronize,
See, but now it's hard, because now I have to do it right now, because otherwise I'm not going to get it done.
Oh, fair enough. It's Ovis_Cantus on Twitter. Ovis_Cantus. Cantus.
Got it.
Got it. Okay.
With a flamingo?
Sure. I'm just looking off the link. That's all that Denzel posted up.
And retweeted.
Okay, there you go.
Amazing.
But yeah, these were the stages that we had here. So we had this stage, the Egypt stage, the whatever this
SeaWorld.
is, SeaWorld stage. It
I'm
says
showing it.
France.
It's SeaWorld, I don't care.
Yeah, and then this one is
Halloween Town
sure.
during Christmas.
And then
You can tell by the castle in the back.
oh, I see. This is two of the same one right here. Yeah, okay. So that's 12 essentially. Let's see if we actually can
And there
get
you
some
go.
13 backgrounds here. Do they have it here? Because I imagine if they had it here. Let's see.
Oh, no. Oh, there we go. To the right. Nope.
Trading
nope.
cards, character art, win
Biscuits.
portraits. I mean, to be honest with you, when I did a search for the 12 ones, there was like 7,000 links for
Yeah.
KOF 13 backgrounds, so...
Yeah, the thing about 12 is that most people just try to forget it. But Neowave, most people did forget it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
Dang, these are wide, too. Look at this.
Yep.
See, like, why is everybody, like, super fat in all of the back...
Because it makes your characters look cooler.
What is Jasmine doing?
Whatever she wants.
I guess so. Okay. I mean, these guys look like Goros almost, from...
The thing is, if you took the humans out of it, it would look like a vampire stage.
Yeah, that's true. It would look a lot like a Riku stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just so weird. I remember seeing KOF 13.
Yeah, because they're also like...
Yeah, and they all move all weird. They're like, like all
Now,
crazy.
I love this stage.
Oh, this stage, really? Okay. Yeah, it's another one of those nice evocative stages that they haven't had in a while, so...
Yeah, especially when you get like the large French women and they speed up and there's like, ah!
Oh, yeah. Is there cameos on this? Oh, is Cham Chan in this background?
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable.
Because they're all like random kind of thing. There's a bunch of different variants.
Okay. This was the China stage again, so this was the one that was from 12, but probably done just a little bit more.
Yeah, we probably should see if we can find any of the ones with all the stuff in there. Like the cameos in the ruin stage.
This guy's going to town on these noodles, dude. Oh, that actually looks really good.
Yeah, noodles sound pretty good.
Yeah.
Yo, that's straight Poe. That is Kung Fu Panda. That is Jack Black in a costume.
He's been here all along. But, what is with this guy's teeth? Dude, look at these people's teeth. What is with her teeth and,
Witch Doctor.
Dude, everybody's, like I said, they made everybody look so freaky and crazy in KOF 13. Look at this. People in the background are barely human in KOF 13. It feels very, Miyazaki, like you're in some weird dreamland kind of area.
The thing is, though, is that I feel like it was a way to make the characters pop more.
Yeah, it could be. Because they definitely made all the backgrounds and the humans in the backgrounds look really crazy.
Yeah, Carlito, I agree with you on that one.
Which one?
The Athena is the only character who looks really weird.
So this is a cool stage.
Yeah,
here.
I really like this one. It's definitely Billy-ish.
Right. It makes me... oh, yeah, because it would be London, right? But I don't know,
And,
something about it...
He's fought inside, like, a clock tower before.
Okay, because, like, just seeing this little desk and everything, I don't know, it made me think of, what's-his-face, from Watchmen, the owl, or... Yeah, I don't know, it just kind of gave me that vibe.
Night Owl?
Yeah,
Really?
Night Owl, yeah. Like,
name.
you could watch over the city from here and stuff, but this is obviously Britain, so probably not.
Yeah.
So. Oh, Lily would cameo on the left.
Or is it just Owl Man?
Oh, was it? Okay. It
yeah.
is Night Owl, okay. But Lily would cameo on the side every once in a while.
Okay.
Would she stick her head out the window over here?
Yeah, well, she was here. I don't remember, but yeah. Because again, like this is just doing like the hard rips of all the stages without actually having.
Yeah, of
any
course,
pops.
of course.
I thought mine was acceptable. Athena really bothered me though. Oh yeah, the Colosseum rooftop and then the desert.
Oh, I missed this one. Yeah,
you
you're
skipped
right.
that one.
Yeah, okay.
So I thought this one was neat. I think it's a really good one to have for like storytelling purposes because of everything taking place around the tournament.
And I'm assuming the fireworks are just going off in the background constantly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this one here.
Yeah. So this is the one I was referring to back in 2000. Like, is this maybe the same place?
Right.
But it's a slick one. It tends to be a little better lit too. But
Okay.
I don't have the same attachment to 13 that a lot of people do.
I feel like I see the stage a lot just because everybody was using Takuma, right? Or everyone was using...
or because this is where you do training and mission mode.
Is that where it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you have to do the mission mode here.
Okay.
But this is a really good stage.
I mean, it's cool that there's 23 states in the United States right now, and this took place a long time ago.
I mean, well, that's what happens when you have two Dakotas and nobody cares about either of them. You just make Dakota.
Dang, okay, I see how it is. You just made everybody in the chat mad, everyone from Dakota in the chat mad, so you made no one mad.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Do they have internet in Dakota?
Damn.
Oh, man, okay. Yeah, we're being jerks.
We're Americans.
Did anybody... Southtown, did that happen in canon?
2000, it's really complex as to how much damage actually was done, but a
laser
laser hits Southtown. Takuma does deflect it, but like it's still canon that part of Southtown is damaged in the KOF continuity.
Okay.
But how much so, I really don't fucking know.
Oh yeah, Takuma, Rio, and Robert. And Takuma's up here fighting a bull.
Because he's based on Masoyama.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Like, he's just straight up punching this bull in the head, dude.
Masoyama. Maybe I should do a thing about Masoyama and just talk about characters that are based on him. Because Takuma was, but they kind of leaned into it more and more as time went on.
Where does the Tengu mask come from? What's that from? Or is it just he just wears?
I don't know. I don't know why the history of him wearing the Tengu mask was, other than like he's hiding his identity and he's just Mr. Karate.
Right, because every time you say he deflects the laser, right? I always picture him doing it with the nose on the Tengu mask, because in Gem Fighter, Dan has that super where he puts the Tengu mask on and he shoots the giant laser out of the nose.
Yeah, that's because Dan and Dan's father are making fun of Art of Fighting.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, now every time I see that, I just picture the laser coming out of the nose.
Perfect. So. Yeah, no, he does like an Omega Hao Shokoken.
Yeah. Oh, 3 variations of the Egypt stage. Okay. This is when they're... but see, I mean, these stages are nice because they do a good job with the depth.
Yeah.
The depth of field on it. Like, it just feels like there's a big old room back there.
I'll still never forget when they let Yuri have the Raging Demon in 01. It's still
and they
my
never
favorite.
gave it back, right?
No, and the fact that she even has, like, an alternate win pose with her back to the camera and everything is so fucking funny.
Like, this is like one of the first stages where the people in the background actually look like people. And even then, they don't look that much like people.
It works better when they're animated.
Yeah, of course. And now it's going nuts over here. And it's glowing in the background. Yeah. I mean, KOF XIII was always really impressive with how many moving people there were in the background. Like, they went to town on that. Theo, Marco, and Mars, and a Mars person cameo on the stage. Dude, that's funny. That's funny. And then, Asaka gets a day and night, huh?
Yeah, and this is straight homage
to one of the previous ones.
Yeah, I mean,
because there was the kids in the background back here. Yeah, they just redid it. I mean, this obviously is a real place, right? I mean, this is the SNK building here, or
look to the left and look for the logo.
Oh wait, it's up there. That's
there
right. That's right.
That's
right. I found it. I'm the world's greatest detective. Yeah.
If you go to the middle, you'll find a rejected Under Night character.
This guy here. That's why he looks so bummed, dude. He's not happy at all. Were they the same people? Yeah, like those three are the same people. These three never left. And then some dude...
Look, real talk, if I was around for a KOF tournament, I'm not giving up those spots.
But this guy has been eating forever, and this guy's not even paying attention.
You don't know. It's nighttime now. That could be his third meal.
It's true. It's fair. It's fair. The girls went away, and now we've got some people who raise their hands in the air like they just don't care, basically. Showing
care, damn it. We got Salaryman.
Oh, that dude is still here too. Now he's standing up.
Oh yeah,
right?
He's doing business.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's because he's got the apron on. He's working.
Yeah, he's working now. This guy ate too much. Like, what happened to this guy?
I mean, he could be another Salaryman barfing from too much drinking.
Yeah, too much drinking, or maybe he can't take the violence or something like that. But the craziest part is the people in the building in the background have literally not moved at all. They are all still there.
I mean, judge them all you want. I definitely wouldn't be going anywhere either. If I saw dudes chucking plasma, I'm gonna watch.
None of them had to go to the bathroom. Nothing, dude. They've just been there.
Again, hours between these fights.
Yeah. But they're in the same order, in the same poses.
Maybe their teacher made them. Because that looks like a class.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, like this has obviously got to be the real street sign that's here and everything like that. Yeah, I gotta imagine almost all of this. You could find this exact location.
Mm-hmm. Because I think also where they see where that building is that says the King of Fighters. I think that used to be the Neo Geo Land, which is now like the Container Store or something.
Okay. There's also an F back here, like a King of Fighters something or.
Yeah, it's probably banners for KOF.
Right. Hey, weird. The rock changes.
Huh.
The rock is actually drawn different here.
Odd.
Yeah. And I think every once in a while it turns into Rock Howard, right?
So you're telling me right now it's the best character it's going to be?
Dang. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, the tree even moves down here on top of it a little bit. Interesting.
Actually, the sign is moving too.
Which sign?
Behind the rock. Oh no, it's just lit up really awkwardly.
Yeah, because it's actually 3D. You can't tell because it's shadowed over here.
Yeah,
but here it's actually lit up.
Yeah, the depth's really awkward.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Oh, maybe we're not supposed to see that part of the rock because Howe sits on it.
Dang.
Bong, 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 bong.
Yeah, I know.
Bong, 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 bong.
This might be an homage to that stage. I mean, seriously.
Or the movie 300.
That's fair. What was the movie with Tony Jaa in it? And the whole plot is that someone kidnapped his elephant, so he goes and murders a crap load of people. It was like the Revenge or the something. It's a good movie.
Someone in chat's gonna know.
There's one really, really great scene. I think that's the one that has the Protector. That's the one that has a really long single cut fight scene take that goes up like 3 stories or something like that of the inside of a building and people like falling down all over the place and everything. I believe that's the one that has that single shot, if I'm not mistaken. It's really good. It's really good, yeah. So I guess the Thai name of it is Tom Young-gung. Dude, where's my... You know, actually, I think we've made that joke. I think me and my brother made that joke a long time ago, that the movie was Dude, Where's My Elephant? Oh, man. Yeah, but that's all that is the elephant. And what's this? This looks like an homage as well. This was the one stage that Iori stage, right? Like, yeah, this is the exact same one.
If I recall correctly, this is the stage that actually came with classic Iori as a DLC character.
Oh, okay. But yeah, this is the same one. This is the same one. Interesting. I almost want to bring up the last one. Do you remember which game it was in?
Not offhand, but probably 96, 95.
Does anybody remember which back was it? 95. 95.
So it was his first stage.
That's still there.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's see here. Where is it? There it is, right here.
Yeah, booyah.
Yeah. Okay, shut up, Ad. So here we go. So there's that one, and then the KOF XIII one. So if I do something like this, yep, see.
Oh, that's cool.
Very much an homage. Dude, they even made the factory look as similar as possible, too. Like, you got the 2 pillars here, they're still here, pipes and everything.
Still got the same, like, staircase and, like, conveyors and stuff in the back right.
Even the city back here and everything.
Oh, what?
What's going on here?
There's a cameo of a broken candy robot in this stage.
Really?
Wow.
Dang.
I've somehow managed to miss that, but then again, I didn't play 13 that much.
Right, so
but now I
probably
kind of want to see it. It's probably not in
chilling
this
here in the junk pile or something like that, right? Interesting. Okay. And then this one here, Japan stage.
If we were smart, we would have just seen that page right there. It says Iori Yagami's 95 remix stage.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, okay. Japan stage, and again, lots of sumo wrestlers in the background, I'm assuming, here on the taiko drums and stuff. Yeah, they all are.
I wonder what shrine that is.
It's a good question. It's right next to Mount Fuji, or at least has a direct view of Mount Fuji here, it looks like. Hinako cameos here.
That makes sense. With all the sumo.
Yeah. It's a nice one, though. Oh, yeah, this one. This is another one that we've seen a lot. Isn't this one
I love the disgruntled driver.
Which one?
In the offset.
Oh,
of the
this guy?
He looks so unhappy.
Oh, my God. Dude, he is miserable. Was this an homage to an old one as well, or is no?
I mean, it's more about him to be kinda.
Right. Chris shows up here. Chris shows up here?
Most likely.
He had cameo.
I mean, I don't know who else it would be.
Right. Chris shows up here all along, huh?
And then this is the stage that I think of whenever I think of this game.
Yeah, because this is the one with the chick who rocks out over here, right? Yeah. And this is the one that was the weird one I was mentioning. That
I definitely want to, like...
all the women have the same dress and everything, dude.
I definitely want to just... Oh, yeah, and Shermie cameos here somewhere.
Okay.
But I definitely want, like, a shot of her rocking out and then just blast it to, like... the fastest death metal I can find. Like, just straight, like, black metal.
What does that say on that poster here? Fights Semu. Is that what say King of Fighters, basically? Or?
I don't know
I
French.
don't know what that says. Vanessa and Seth show up here as well.
I don't remember them.
That's the Arc de Triomphe. It's always weird for me to see the Arc de Triomphe because I've actually seen this now because of video games. And it freaks me out to know that I've actually seen the Arc de Triomphe because of video games.
Embrace it.
Yeah, I know, right?
Don't feel weird. Celebrate it.
Yeah, I know.
Flex on him.
Flex on him. There you go. Yeah. F all of you people in the chat. I've seen the Arc de Triomphe because of video games. Suck it.
Okay, maybe not that much flex.
Okay.
Like, 'cause you can flex without being an asshole.
Okay. I'll tone it down next time. Oh, man.
Dick.
Pow Pow Cafe, Fatal Fury Stage. Oops, hang on.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
And the guys with their fishing poles.
Yeah. Pow Pow Cafe definitely changes its interior decor constantly, doesn't it?
I mean, again, I think it's a chain restaurant, so...
It could be multiple, that's right.
Yeah, I saw the Great Pyramids in Mario Land. I mean, you see this thing because of video games. Perfect. Flawless victory.
There you go. The Rose Bernstein Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So
because according to the public, Rose is the one who held the tournament.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, so who is the one who ran the tournament?
Those from the past, Botan controlling Rose.
Gotcha. Okay. Botan again. There's that Botan again. Always causing problems. Always marrying. Oh, those are all people. These are all stadium seats.
Yep.
I thought that was like skylight, like the night background.
No,
or something.
well, when you see the stage animated, it makes more sense because all of them are camera flashes going
right,
apeshit.
Exactly, and you see everybody moving and everything like that. I'm sure, right? Bao-Tan and Bao and Bo-Tan are secretly the same character. We just did not know.
Form change. Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, here we go.
And then the gate from Blaze Blue.
So did everything? Was this the same background, but everything blew up now?
Basically, yeah.
So is everybody dead again,
Sure.
kind of like the other one?
Except it never happened.
What do you mean it never happened?
This is basically in a parallel timeline, like alternate thing.
Oh,
it's really
okay.
Yeah, because once the ending of 13 starts and like you're at the arena, time stops. And then Psyche comes out, and you fight him in like a time-stopped universe.
Right. Okay,
and then once you beat
okay.
Psyche, everything goes right back to normal.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. Like I said, fucking Blaze Blue. This is such a Blaze Blue ass stage.
Oh yeah, and then of course you're back to the Sky Noah, and here's
what's up, buddy?
Adelheid sitting in the background again, and Rose just sitting there playing on the piano,
Playing Chopin.
As she does. Hey, well, at least I know she has great taste in piano music.
Both of them do.
Yeah.
Because that's like his favorite thing. And Yellow Rodin.
There's very few people who would argue with you that Chopin is not like the greatest pianist ever, and if they do, they're probably wrong. So, I mean, that guy, the songs that he wrote on piano are just ridiculous, dude. Like,
I just heard that he got downgraded from character to cameo.
Yeah, I know. He's just
in
like
the back.
He's
like, aw,
damn it, come on.
I almost got to do cool shit again. I want to stun everyone in 2 hits.
He was playable in 11, and that's it.
Yeah, I like home version of 03 because he was one of the bosses. But yeah, like officially playable, only 11.
Right, and then the big cat here, yeah.
You tell me to stop you, but I know you won't listen.
What do we got now here?
What have you done?
Where do we go? What is happening over here? What do we got this time here?
I mean, kinda. All the brushing and brushing.
I mean, the hair color matches, right?
And I mean, I honestly like Luong as Buttercup. I think that's fucking funny.
Where did I throw this? Oh, okay, over here. Oh.
Okay, yep. And just a friendly reminder that most of Southtown is a shithole.
Right. I just like how this whole entire world is overrun by King of Fighters. Because everywhere you go, there's King of Fighters, either banners or graffiti or whatever. And there's a couple of cats back there, too.
Yeah.
So, in other words, this alley's actually pretty cool, then.
Just because cats.
Yeah. If a cat's there, it can't be bad.
Yeah.
Right? When is our stupid Percore game coming out anyway, dude? They teased that like 2 years ago on PS5 or something. There was that game where you actually played the cat like as a first person cat, like as a third person, and you jumped everywhere, and everyone called it the Percore game. And like, where is it? I'm still waiting for my Percore.
Yeah. So on the subject of the cats in the Bernstein family, in 11, when you play as Adelheid, you do certain moves that bring Rose on the screen. She'll have a black kitten walking around with her.
Oh, that's cool. This is Mr. Karate stage.
That's... Okay, which city is a bigger shithole, Southtown or Metro City? That is a hell of a question.
It is a good question. I mean, actually... Isn't Metro City supposed to be much better now because Cody's cleaned it up?
Well, after Hagar and then into Cody.
Yeah.
Like, Metro was worse, but it might be better now.
Right.
Southtown's always been kind of a shithole.
Yeah, because, I mean, that's the whole background of the Final Fight background in Street Fighter V is that they're building it up again, right? You see all the new construction and stuff, so Southtown probably has better weather.
Yeah, I mean, Southtown has a great beach. But the thing is, you also get the issue of, like, Second South, if that exists, then that thing makes things worse.
See, there was actually a lot.
No, and the end of Geese has been proven multiple times canonically to screw up Southtown.
There's actually a... Interesting.
Yeah, it's got, like, that, like, elevator grate.
Yeah. They're shooting up here. This is the USA stage, huh? Mm-hmm. It's a weird one.
But yeah, Mark of the Wolves... Southtown gets worse and has Second South, which is a total fucking hellhole. And then... Second
South?
Mm-hmm. They basically annex a portion of the city to be its own region, and it's awful. And then Maximum Impact. The plot of Maximum Impact 1 is a new crime lord tries to take over and rehabilitate Southtown because after Geese left... there was nobody there to keep everything in check, and it fell to shit.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, King of Fighters is big business in this King of Fighters universe. I mean, they've got a whole blimp with King of Fighters here. Dude.
Yeah, and I mean, that's so that's kind of the point of 97 and why they made some really odd design decisions is pointing out, like, how it's elevating to the world stage.
Right. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing this is the boss stage again.
It's more leading to the boss stage, but yeah, this is like mid-boss stage.
Who do you fight here normally?
Do you even fight someone here properly as far as boss? Or you fight Evil Ash Psyche here, right?
Ooh, I see.
Yeah,
this is non Super Saiyan Psyche here.
Yeah,
right?
Not like the full-blown demon form.
Right,
This is the Evil Ash one.
Right.
And then you go to, like, Blaze Blue stages for everything else.
And then you beat him, and then you go to this crazy thing over here, right? Just...
Okay, well, I mean, I still kind of feel like regular Psyche is just Evil Ash anyway.
It's funny, because every time I see Psyche, I remember seeing him on, like, which background do I always feel like I remember seeing him on? I can't remember. Oh, shoot, I totally skipped this stage because I just didn't see it.
Oh, I thought that was just plenty, but yeah.
Yeah,
go ahead and play it.
This is the stage that everyone, like, you can't, like, it's banned in tournaments for obvious reasons, I think, so.
Yeah, stage is dumb.
Yeah, because you just can't see a damn thing in here. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's all the rest of the KOF stages, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. Unless we wanted to look at KOF 14 stages, if we could even find any of those anywhere.
Let's just watch the Vanessa trailer again.
You're not interested in the
because that's I really like the 2D history stuff.
Yeah. Of course. And
like, I'm not gonna say 14 stages were bad by any means, but none of them are really like standout, memorable. Cool
again, I don't know if that's I don't know if that's an effect of art design or just the effect of going from 2D to 3D. I think when you go from 2D to 3D, you reach that, like I said, there's almost an uncanny valley effect. You know, when it's just 2D, you can admire it for its artwork. Well, then when they try to replicate the real world, your brain interprets it at the real world, and so you don't really process it as much anymore.
Yeah,
you know?
but I'm going to side with Rocket Punch and be like, that new Metal Slug
But
stage.
the Metal Slug stage is amazing, but a lot of that is also nostalgia references. You know what I mean?
I think it's a really cool desert stage. I think it's one of the things is that it's a desert stage, but it has a lot more life to it than usual.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I can go with that. So.
You know, maybe we'll do the 14 stages later once we get through a little more 2D.
Sure.
Let's do that. We'll do the jump to 3D as a different time.
Can you hear this at all?
No, but I don't need to.
Okay.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm really digging the stage.
Vanessa.
As we're sitting here talking about, 3D stages, but I'm really digging this.
Yeah, it's very similar, because remember how it had the hills and
Yep.
it was the weird, awkward angles and stuff?
And I think some of the light fixtures from the wires and stuff help a lot. I think they're really
Yeah.
cool.
Pow Pow Cafe again.
Taking that pose for the Super Flash kind of feels a little weird.
Which
actually.
one?
Where she just bends over and sticks her butt out to the opposite side. And that's her whole Super Flash.
That one right
Yeah.
there? Oh, yeah. Well, because wasn't it in 14 we saw there was a zoom in on that?
Yeah, but it took more time. I think by speeding it up, it makes it feel more awkward.
Right,
Like
and
the
so
pose in itself isn't bad, but
right, but I think that they probably like zoom in used to have a different camera angle, so it looked better, and they just didn't change the pose for the camera angle anymore. You know what I mean? Some low starter combo here.
Yeah.
Obviously can get a lot more off of that.
it's really going to be a question of how plush she can be when she does her sway into stuff.
Now most of like her super long combos in 13 and I mean in 14 came from all the max mode stuff, right?
Max mode and wall splats into restands.
Right. So theoretically, if there's no like max mode like there was previous max mode, she won't have like the super crazy long combo.
Well, no, because 14's max mode doesn't have any of the free cancel stuff. It's just that her EXs did enough, and she could get herself into positions to get restands off of wall splats.
Right.
Get a couple juggles, wall splat, restand, etc., etc., etc.
Well, this is definitely team like facial glow up here. I would say, huh? Because like they made sure all three of these characters definitely.
Yeah, I definitely am also gonna take some time and try to get like a high res rip of the team logo because I think it's pretty cool.
Oh, what is that? Like a heart with an arrow through it
And a ribbon around it
Yeah.
on an interestingly shaped emblem.
Oh yeah, you're right. It looks like a Dreamcast controller.
I mean, yeah, actually, it kind of does.
That's what I thought when I saw it.
Or in the Xbox controller, the Duke.
Yeah, the Duke.
The
yeah.
Duke.
Did Microsoft never embrace that?
They did.
Yeah, they did. They call it the Duke too.
I think they started calling it when they re-released it. Because they re-released it for the later Xboxes because people actually asked for the big dumb controller. And they're like, okay.
So which do you like the more smirk on the face, or did you like the?
Oh, I like her pissed.
You like her pissed, huh? So that's
That's
that
fucking-
one,
that's-
or that, right there. 'Cause she's got that look
Fucking
too.
that's all. Anything in here is fine. I love that though. I think that's my favorite.
Yeah, I kind of like it. The less smile,
Yeah, but the thing is, I like the mouth closed a bit more. Like, ooh.
That one is good.
Yeah, that's right.
right? Yeah,
Ooh.
that's the good one right there. Oh man, dude, with the Duke, I could not hit the start or the select button, whatever the select button was supposed to be, without literally letting go of the controller.
Good.
Like I could
Good.
not hit that.
I think that's a good thing. You can't accidentally press it.
Yeah, but it was definitely annoying when I was trying to navigate, and when I tried to pause the game, it was like, let me pause the game. Like that was the only way I could pause it, dude.
Yeah, I played Halo for years on the Duke.
Oh,
in Southpaw.
dang. That's funny. What is going on here? I lost one of the backgrounds here. I accidentally...
Well, that's fine. We need to bring Kyo back anyway.
There we go. I accidentally took away the bars for some strange reason. Yeah, that was weird. Oh, well.
We need to bring Kyo back anyway.
Kyo?
Yeah.
Kyo.
You want to play some KOF?
Oh, that's right. You're right.
We haven't had him back since we watched the trailer.
That's right. I keep forgetting to bring him back.
There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Just in time for us to turn the stream off.
Yeah, basically. But there you go. So, Vanessa, Team Secret Agent.
Luong being on the agent team. The thing is, like, I'm not mad, though, because this is probably the most complete canon team that I've wanted to play in a long time.
Right, yeah.
Like, most of the time, I don't want to play any of the full canon teams. This one, I'm like, fuck it, I'm on board.
Yeah,
I can do that.
Yeah,
I don't want to play Sacred Treasure, I just want to play Chizuru.
I just wish that there was... I mean, like, because I know in the old games, they had that little thing where you hit the start button, you could see if they liked each other, and it kind of affected...
Yeah, they haven't had that since fucking 98.
98, you know? I mean, like, just
and
like...
in 97, it had gameplay ramifications, and it was awful.
Right, and that's just the thing. It's like, I just wish that there was something that made it so that if you had the actual team together, you would get like a... Oh, shoot! Shoutouts to Crispy Almighty for the donation. Thank you very much.
Team Charlie's Angels, I see. Yeah. Yeah, see, I have no interest in playing most of CYS. Mm-hmm. The only way that I'm actually going to play them is if I get the Orochi versions.
Right.
Chris looks really fun, but I'm not invested. But Orochi Yashiro and Orochi Shermie, I'll play.
That's fair.
So, yeah, Mary, Luong, Vanessa...
Why is the donation of my gift me annihilating a baby? All of my gifts are me doing table flips, and that the one of me smashing the baby was after I did that table flip. Reno from Arizona turned that into a YouTube clip, and so I was like, "Can I use that for a donation thing?" He was like, "Yeah, absolutely." So there you go.
But yeah, I actually really like playing Luong, so I'm pretty excited for that. And then. Vanessa's never going to live up to 11 Vanessa, but I'll still give her a fair shot.
Right. But at least thanks to 11, you've gained a little bit more fondness for her.
Yeah,
right?
I've gotten over some of the hate, yeah.
Yeah, so now actually, this whole team...
Like, I could totally play this whole team.
Yeah, you could just play
But, you know, what I'm more likely to do is take Vanessa out and replace her with Leona.
Yeah, there's something weird about Mai and Yuri's team, if that is even their team at all.
Dude, no, real talk. If it's Alice, I'm gonna be low-key mad. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
If they're dragging out Alice this fucking long, and she's not getting, like, nuked from orbit into a new character, like... There's...
Yeah.
But if we get like Najid back into that spot, like okay.
Like I said, Najid would be cool. Freaking Chun-Li would be cool.
Yeah.
Kasumi, Shang Fei, all these characters,
But,
right?
Yeah, they have to nuke Alice's move list from orbit to make me care about her ever again.
What is it about her move list that you hate so much? Is it just...
It's for someone who's supposed to be a new homage character, she's kind of just boring and nothing interesting.
Okay.
I mean, also anyone they give a Blanca ball automatically gets
a Blanca ball?
She has kind of a weird Blanca ball move.
I mean, the problem with it is, honestly, I feel like right now it's the highest probability for her to complete the women's team. Because she was on the women's team in 14, right?
Yeah.
It was her, Mai, and King, wasn't it? Yeah. So...
Yeah, well, I mean, she has falling tackle, which I think is like... If you're gonna be like a bad homage character, having Terry's rising tackle as a dive kick, that's cool. Like, fine.
Right,
Doesn't mean I'm gonna play you. There's nothing about her that makes me want to play her.
Yeah, I mean, Yuri, you had talked about doing the women's KOF team if they did put in Lenny would be cool. Yeah, Lenny, Yuri, and then put in Kasumi as well, and just have it be the ladies' art of fighting team would be cool.
Again, with the Obari rising tackle. Yeah. So, like, they really need to do something interesting with this team, because otherwise they're dragging it out for, like, nothing.
I mean, it was Loveheart, was it? And then who else was from Pachinko?
Mui Mui.
Why not just put those three into the same team and just make them...
Because they were never getting Loveheart ever again.
Oh, because they don't have the rights for her, right? That's right.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Loveheart is really one of those things where they'd already started the deal by the time she started really getting traction.
Right.
So it hurts, but I don't know.
All right.
Anyways,
What should we close out on? What theme? What theme do you want to close out on today? You know what's crazy? Our video last time, actually, I got a DMCA thing on YouTube complaining about something. It was because of the background music of the stupid Lego typewriter video. I was actually really mad about that. I was like, come on, dude. We're like practically doing a reaction video. And they were like, I had to mute that part of the video and stuff, dude. It was just like ridiculous. Who should I do?
let's just do secret circumstances.
KOF secret circumstances.
Yeah.
If I can spell circumstances.
So that's the 11 agent team. It's basically what we listened to during her trailer, but it's also the team that she's on with Mary.
This is a cool song. I like this. I like the bass.
Oh, that's right. You can hear it.
Yeah,
I can't.
You can't hear it.
But it's okay. I know the song backwards,
Yeah.
so.
Cool. Alright, you know what I should honestly just do? Let me just do this real quick.
Yeah, I guess we got the arranged one. No big deal. By the way, I really wish YouTube would let you, or that it wasn't such a pain to close the borders around a paused YouTube video.
Which one? To do which one?
See the borders and the like text and everything?
Yeah, all this stuff. Yeah, you can't get rid of it when you're paused. Yeah, I hate it. Every time I capture my screen caps, I have to just time it. And I set it to 20.
Except you can at least do it on phone.
Yeah,
But not
true.
for here. Yeah, Arranged 11 themes are a mixed bag. Some of them are good, some of them are just okay. I'll just put it over the top right. And you can just keep that Vanessa face there the whole time.
Oh, you just
Yeah.
want to keep
Yeah.
Vanessa here. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Perfect.
Just for you. There we go.
Alright.
Do this. Can I get it?
Yo, the
Yeah.
K-Dash team in 11 is fucking fire.
Yeah, but there you go. Thanks, guys, for tuning in, and we will see you next time on more cigarette. Hopefully, we'll get another silhouette. We don't know if they're going to change to every other week or something like that, but we'll find out. So, all right. Peace out, guys.